Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
Mike, check 1 2 1 2. What the fuck is good, y'all?
What up?
It is episode 141.
141.
The iLLogical Sense Podcast. This is your boy Busby.
And over here is your boy J.C. No Hudders.
And Martine is on vacation. What up, Martine? Whatever you
What
are.
up?
In spirit. In this little weed smoke spirit. I mean, spirit or whatever.
He's coming back celebrating his nephew's second birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you never know. He might just walk up in here.
Yeah.
Anyway, fuck with your weekend.
It was cool. I mean, it was the holiday weekend, so there really wasn't shit
to do.
Yeah, everybody was either gone or
popping their fireworks on the street and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Was your block hella popping like it was Iraq?
Honestly, I was inside. I don't do fireworks. Like, I'll do them if I'm out and about.
Yeah.
But in terms of, like, being at home and then bringing a lawn chair out and watching, I was like, I don't even know what the fuck I did 4th of July. Like, the actual, when the fireworks went off. I forgot what I was watching, but I was watching TV. Yeah. And they were just cracking off.
Yeah, I kind of saw some shit on my neighborhood and all that crap. And I guess I was working, too. So I worked a little light shift or whatever. And time and a half. Hey. Oh, fuck it. Kind of sounds like a ka-ching in the background, but you know, that too.
But as far as overall weekend went, I mean, it was cool. It affected my working and my driving.
Yeah.
But once I realized it was going to do that, it was right before the 4th. Mm-hmm. So instead of getting pissed off about it and stressing about it, I was like, it's the week to. I didn't go anywhere, but at the same time, I'm not spending any money. Yeah. So relax.
Fuck it.
You know, chill. Larissa and my sister went down to LA to go see Cleo. So I was literally just kicking it by my lonesome. just kicking.
I get so lonely.
But then Saturday night for the UFC fight.
Oh yeah, I watched that shit.
Yeah, I went out to Stuffed Pizza to go meet up with Josh and his boy Aaron, and then a few of their people. And I ain't seen Josh in a fucking minute. So that was cool that he hit me up, especially because the pizza spot was only like 5 minutes away from my place.
That makes sense.
I ended up walking in right when
old boy
got his fucking head kneed in.
I was folding clothes at my house, and I remember seeing the montage of old boy, the white boy, talking all that shit. He was the one talking the most shit. That's when I noticed, and I'm like, he's talking hella shit. So I was folding clothes, and I see them get in the octagon, and they're just looking. And what's his name? Who's the Mexican guy? I cannot pronounce his name, but you know.
I'm looking up their names right now. So Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, he was just chilling. He was kind of chilling with his hands behind his back. Like, Then they rang the bell, and all of a sudden he just ran and gave him a shining wizard knee kick to the fucking face. All of a sudden I just look up and he just kicks him in his face.
Give me a hell yeah!
Literally knees him in his face, and he drops instantly. Literally just drops and then he starts giving him the fade, and then he goes down like, what, motherfucker? And he taps his fingers, and then when he played dead, you remember when he ran around and just I'm dead.
Ben Askren was homeboy that got his ass kicked.
got knee to the face. Literally knee to the fucking face. That was the fastest knockout in UFC history. Yeah. They counted it as 5 seconds, but technically he was out in 3. As soon as he hit the knee he was gone.
That shit was over as soon as he got charged and ran.
Yeah. As soon as that knee hit his face, he was dead. And he was out for like a good 10 minutes. They had to like try to bring him back. You don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Imagine getting your head down, all of a sudden you just saw blackness.
I woke up and everybody was screaming World Star.
Some nigga woke up in 2001. About the same time Drake dropped 2001. Hey.
2021.
Shit, man.
I saw that, and then Amanda Nunes, when she
knocked out Holly Holmes.
Yeah.
But then that lasted a good round though, almost a round.
Yeah, it at least
because you saw they were both strategically fighting each other. Because when they both went against Ronda, it was just like boom, 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 boom. This time they were both being strategic, and then Holly Holmes got caught slipping, and then old girl just kicked her right in the face. Dropped to her knees and then got socked in the face. And then that was it. And I was like, wow.
I leaned over and told Josh, said, yo, Holly's manager or trainer, whoever, is on the phone with La Migra right now trying to get Nunez kicked out the country for that ass whooping. Because it looked good for the first 4 minutes.
For the first, yeah.
And then
almost to the first
last
round.
50 seconds.
She slipped and then kicked her in the jaw, and then she just dropped to the floor and then decked her in the face, and then that was it. Amanda Nunes is like the best in the world, pretty much.
Yeah.
Literally, like she took out all of Ronda. She took out Ronda, Holly Holmes, and pretty much all of Ronda's cronies that you see in NXT and WWE. She took them all out, choked them out, knocked them out. Now she is literally the best female UFC fighter in the world. The only thing she needs to do is go to WWE and knock out Ronda again.
Yeah. And then of course, Bones Jones with the.
That fight was boring, but
it was Thiago Santos.
There was another knockout too that you missed when you walked in. There was another knockout. It was a knockout before old boy did the knee to the face. That happened in like the second round. Literally decked him right in the face. White boy just dropped. There was a lot of knockouts this UFC fight. The most knockouts I've ever seen.
Yeah,
niggas were going night.
I'm not really one to watch UFC, but again,
me neither.
Social and
I stream. I stream the shit, or that's all I do. I don't want to pay no fucking $60 for that shit.
Oh, you got to go to Stuffed Pizza. There was no cover fee. The pizza spot right around my place.
Oh shit!
It was literally just buy your food and drinks. And
I didn't even know you were gonna watch. I didn't know I was gonna watch it either.
I'm just saying it for future reference.
No, yeah, depending on this fight.
Because Buffalo Wild Wings, they charge.
Yeah, I remember that time we all went to Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the fight. They only had the preliminary fight, and then they were like, "Oh no, we're only showing this fight." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
some bullshit.
The fuck you mean you only showing this fight?
You're only showing the free shit.
What kind of shit is that?
You got to pay for that. But for me, I went to the movies, of course. Mr. Busby at the movies. And I saw Spider-Man Far From Home. How was that? It was cool. It was, like I said, if Endgame was the finale for the whole Phase 3 shit, for the whole MCU universe, this is more the epilogue. And it kind of sets up everything going forward, pretty much. Was it better? I saw it again before I came here with Edgar, and at first I thought this was better than Homecoming, but then seeing it again, I'm like, nah, Homecoming is just a little bit better.
Yeah.
And it was cool for the most part. People were calling it the best Spider-Man ever, and I'm just like, no. I mean, it's good, but no. It's not better than the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, and it's most definitely not better than Enter the Spider-Verse. I can tell you that right now. It's maybe top 5, maybe, but nah. The Sam Raimi Spider-Man 2 and fucking, what's it called? Enter the Spider-Verse, those were the best Spider-Man movies of all time. But this shit, yeah, and it kind of sets up. You want me to spoil it for you, or you don't give a fuck?
I read the plot.
Oh, you read the plot. Well, Martine, if you're listening, just skip ahead. But yeah, in the post-credit scene, where there was 2 post-credit scenes. The first post-credit scene was, Spider-Man is swinging around with MJ's, aka Zendaya. And, he goes up there, and after that, he's chilling on the rooftop. Not rooftop, but he's chilling, and he's in Times Square. So then the news report breaks, going like, there's some information. I got some footage came out from the battle in London, because he went against Mysterio. Here's, like, footage from that.
Right.
And it got leaked from the Daily Bugle. And it shows the dailybugle.com, and it shows J. Jonah Jameson, played by J.K. Simmons. If y'all don't know, he was from the original Spider-Man, movies and shit. Mm-hmm. And he pretty much was calling Spider-Man a menace and all this other shit, almost on some talk radio, Alex Jones shit. And he was like, yeah, you ready for the blockbuster kicker? Watch this. And then Mysterio's going like, yeah, Spider-Man was the one that attacked me. I gotta go back to my realm. But yeah, before I go, I gotta let y'all know this shit. I gotta let y'all know Spider-Man's real secret identity is Peter Parker.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
And then his face, literally Parker's face, appeared on the time. He put him on the Summer Jam screen. And I remember everyone in the theater went, oh shit. And then it cuts to Spider-Man go, what the what the and it goes black. And I'm like, oh shit. Now the second post-credit scene, I remember when I said you don't need to see Captain Marvel to see Endgame.
You were wrong.
Well, yeah, only for Far From Home. You have to see it for Far From Home.
Which means in the grand scheme of
things,
things,
you have to watch it. Yeah, the end of Saga. I mean, you didn't need to see Endgame, but for Far From Home, you most definitely had to see Captain Marvel. Anyway, turns out Nick Fury and his girl, what's it called, his right-hand woman or whatever, they're really the Skrulls, like the aliens from Captain Marvel, and they were sent from Nick Fury to help do this shit. Meanwhile, he's telling Nick Fury, like, yeah, everything went cool, but everything went wrong, and they keep asking me where the fuck the Avengers are, and I don't know what to tell you. And Nick Fury just goes, shut up. And it shows him on a beach, but it's really just a hologram, and he just gets up, and he's just like, all right, everybody back to work. And it shows him on a space station with the Skrulls, and then it just goes black. And I'm going like, oh, so you in space, huh, motherfucker? But that was all around, I was like, okay, that's a good ending for the Phase 3. And I'm like, okay, it was like a nice epilogue for what's to come and shit.
Yeah.
Then I saw another one. Midsommar. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work.
Now, people, I've seen Hereditary, and it's made by the same director. And I like creepy, like, not psychedelic, like psychological thrillers. So I'm a sucker for that shit. And he did a great job on Hereditary. And if y'all remember, there's something strange with the Johnsons.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work.
If y'all should I'm not even gonna tell y'all, just go on YouTube, type it in, and just watch 20 minutes of that. You're welcome. Anyway, so I wanted to go see Midsommar, and I was just like, okay, this got good reviews, and they're saying it's scary, it's a trip. So I'm like, okay, fuck, I like this. I like that kind of shit. So I sat and watched it. People, if you're into artsy, psychological thriller, artsy, symbolic thrillers, you'll like this movie. You'll like Midsommar. But for me, no, this shit was white problems. White problems. Like, man, this shit that happened. Like the first half, I was with it for the first half. I was like, okay, the first part. Then the second act came in and it dragged. This movie was 2 hours, my nigga. It dragged. I passed out twice, and I never did that in a horror movie before. Going to sleep because it just dragged and dragged and dragged. Then it gets to the third act, and that's when shit just goes haywire because you knew it was going. It was like some cult shit. And you can tell throughout the whole movie, the cult people were giving, like, the main characters, like, food and drinks, but you could tell they were spiking it with shit, like that, what's it called? What was the shit that Bill Cosby gave? Just
Quaaludes.
Putting Quaaludes in it and shit like that, because they were tripping balls and all types of shit. And then shit just kept happening. There was a lot of what the fuck moments. I kept saying what the fuck, not because I was scared, but what the fuck am I watching? And then when it just ended, and then I just got up and like,
what kind of shit is that? What kind of shit is that?
I just walked out like, why the fuck did I watch? It was like a why the fuck did I watch that? It was like the same feeling I had when I first saw Mother. It was just like, why did I watch? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Like,
some things you just gotta let a week go by just to
process. It's been a few days now.
No, you gotta let a week go by before you even attempt to watch certain shit. Like, you be like, oh, the movie's out. Okay, I'm gonna go watch this. And then you just sit and you're like, and then I gotta suffer through a 20-minute debriefing on what the hell you just saw. And I'm like, I didn't even go see the shit.
Well, you don't need... Now, this one I do not want you to see at all. You aren't going to see it anyway. The trailer's dope, just for like the music they was playing, because it sounds like somebody's sample. But all around, that shit was just... That dude's weird. The director is fucking weird. He made Hereditary, then he made something with the Johnsons, then he made Midsommar. He's a fucked up mind. Just... Ugh. Yeah, hit me on the yuck. Yeah. It was like one of those movies I just walk past. It's like seeing a homeless person but feeling guilty, so you just don't look at him and just keep walking. That's what I call Midsommar. If y'all like that artsy shit, y'all go watch that shit. But for me,
I finally watched Beats on Netflix.
How'd you like that?
It was alright. I mean, it's so funny now seeing movies on all these streaming platforms, and in the beginning, in the intro, all the production companies, their intros, you see a bunch of them, you're like, who the fuck is that?
But for Netflix, all you hear is
no. Oh. They had their production companies that do all their shit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there looking, and I'm like, damn, 20 years ago, this wasn't even possible. Like, you would have had to get it straight to DVD to see what the hell kind of production companies are doing that. Now Netflix is like, oh, you got a movie? Here's a bag.
Yeah. The first thing you see is that big old N that goes like God.
Yeah.
And how you said it was cool?
Yeah, it was. There's definitely plot holes. Like a lot of character development wasn't really there. But overall, for a movie that didn't have a big production company behind it, it's pretty good. Anthony Anderson did a good job.
That's cool. I watched the third season of Stranger Things.
I tried 3 episodes and
it's one. I can understand why you're not into it.
Connected.
Yeah, this season was fucking wild. I love this season. Everybody did a great job. All 8 episodes, I flew through them like nothing. Then I watched another show called Mr. Iglesias. I don't know if you've seen that. It's a sitcom with Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy. Yeah, it was actually it was only 10 episodes, like half hour, but it's pretty damn funny. It was like one of those like you would actually get a good chuckle out of it. It's just pretty damn funny.
He's funny.
Yeah,
I've seen him twice live.
Yeah, and he got his own showdown and shit. He's a wrestling fan too, because he mentions that shit and all types of crap. Is he from out here?
I doubt
the Bay? He kind of seems like a Bay person. Yeah. Anyway, I saw that, and then I just chilled at home. Yeah. Like always. Yeah. Like we always do it this time. Ugh. Anyway, music dropped, as always. Dreamville. We've been waiting for this shit. How long? Like, what, 6 months? Since they fucking did the whole...
Basically, yeah.
Yes, it started in January, and now it's here.
Yeah.
So...
And then, in proper fashion, they said, but wait, before we give it to you, here's a documentary.
Yeah, that half-hour documentary.
And I was pretty surprised that the documentary was only half an hour.
That's what I thought.
It was a 10-day rap camp.
I thought it was going to be like maybe an hour at least, or 45 minutes, 42 minutes. But
right.
Nah, that shit was literally... only 30 minutes. And you know, it only pertained to the songs that were on the album. So that's probably why it was only half an hour. But still, it's the principle of it. So anyway, what you guys say about that?
Documentary was put together. I mean, it showed shit. I wanted to be there. Like,
yeah,
that'd have been fun.
That'd have been fun to be there.
At least for even for like, you know, an hour.
I would have just observed. I would have just stayed away, just observed. That's all I would have did. Like, you know, just be the fly on the wall.
Yeah,
and just chilled. Because Yo was there. Shout out to Yo from DJ Booth. I remember he was giving me lowdowns on like everything that was going on over there. He's like, yo, this is going on. And, you know, Ross showed up and T.I. showed up. Like, oh my God. I didn't even say all that. But yeah, I remember he was telling me stuff. I was just like, oh shit, okay. Hella producers showed up, hella artists showed up, but it was cool. There was that one funny ass part in there when some dude went up to Cole and asked for a picture. And he was like, hey, bro, I'm around. And just closed the door in his face.
Yeah. In other words, hey nigga, this ain't not why we're here.
Not why we're here. We're not trying to clout chase today.
Yeah.
We're trying to work and create.
Nah, but from everything they showed, I mean, from the way they described it months ago, it was sounding like key artists were coming in and being standouts. Well, obviously, we heard a lot about Reason.
Yeah.
And his time there. But in seeing that, I'm like, damn, Buddy is everywhere in this damn documentary.
He was everywhere on the album too. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was just crazy seeing how they were all there just creating, making beats. Like Cole was there just writing. Everyone was on their A game. And I'm just like, yeah, we don't get albums like this no more. Yeah. Everyone always just emails their fucking verses and shit. They're not all actually in the same room and shit like that.
And the cool thing was that obviously each room had a different vibe to it.
Yeah.
But it was cool to see that one artist would finish their contribution though in one room, immediately go to the next room, and then their vibe would change to match the vibe in that room.
Yeah.
So that was dope to see. It wasn't like, okay, I'm here and now we're gonna make this about me. Everybody got in to fit in with what was going on
and dropped their egos. They all dropped their egos. Like, you know what? We're here to do some special shit, so let's do this special shit.
Yeah.
Shit. So all around, from all the beats that happened, everything they recorded, they said it was over, according to Dreamville, there was over 343 invites. There was 12 studio setups, 4 cameras. They were there for 10 straight nights. 142 songs were recorded.
That's round of applause.
Yeah.
That's 14 songs a day on average.
With all the people that were there. Shit, that's like albums worth of material, every damn day. An album a day, pretty much.
Yeah.
257.65 gigabytes of music. Remember how that hard drive looked.
Oh, you know there's multiple.
Yeah, it had to be multiple. Multiple, like, disc drives, all types of shit.
Yeah.
18 final songs were picked, 34 artists, 27 producers, 9 Dreamville artists, and 1 album. Might as well just go into it right now. It's Revenge of the Dreamers 3 with J. Cole and Dreamville and Friends. And man,
it didn't disappoint considering when you compare it, obviously. Revenge of the Dreamers 2 was only like 9 tracks.
songs, yeah.
So I mean,
and the first one was like what? Not even a lot either.
Yeah, the other one was I think 11 tracks or something like
that. That was just a regular ass mixtape. I remember that shit. Yeah. Wasn't that for free? The very first one?
Well, they both were.
No. The second one was on iTunes. I remember because
it also came out on it. Oh, it came out on that Piff, but I don't know if it stayed there. I know it was on iTunes for sure, but it came out on that Piff too. Okay. Whether it stayed there or not, that's
a whole different story.
Yeah. But in terms of where they left off, I mean, if you're a fan of the first 2, you're gonna like this one.
You're gonna nut in your pants when you hear this shit.
Yeah.
In a good way. It's a good.
Right. I mean, Under the Sun kicks off with a nice sample.
Yeah, nice. When I was doing the fireworks and shit like that. Well, not doing the fireworks, but when I would look outside my job on my break or whatever, and it's literally just dropped. So, and the fireworks were going off, so I saw it off the distance, and I just pressed play on the first track, Under the Sun, and then you just heard that sample, and then you just saw the fireworks. I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Yeah.
It was a perfect mood for it.
And so that one, of course, has Cole, Lute, and the Baby, and then out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't believe it at first.
Is King Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar just popped up on the hook. Little bitch.
I tried telling you, and you're like, no, that's JID.
I know, because at first I was doing stuff. I literally thought it was JID. Like the little bit, I was like, that kind of sounds Kendrick-ish. That's probably JID. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a minute. And then you told me, I was like, what the fuck? So I hit up Yo, because I didn't go on Twitter yet. I asked Yo, like, Yo. I asked him, like, Yo, is that Kendrick on the hook? And he just says LOL, and he sends me a smiley face emoji. Then I said, don't ever in your life send me an LOL smiley face combination. Yeah, but he confirmed it for me. I was like, oh shit. And then he said that was literally like last minute.
Nigga, I shut all your blogs.
You be ready for that? Ain't no Trey songs. You be ready for this shit.
I'll upload a virus to your computer. That way every time you press a key, it's just a smiley face.
Nigga. Yeah, but I remember he said it was last minute, and then Eve, like Cole's manager said, fucking Kendrick rode by the studio just to hear the album, and he heard that song, and he just wanted to jump on it. So, round of applause for Kendrick.
Yeah, made the cut
at literally the last minute.
Yeah, but I think that was a dope collaboration because a lot of people still don't know who Lute is.
Yeah, so, I've heard of him.
Well, everybody's heard of him. I mean, if you've been following Dreamville, you've definitely heard of him because I reviewed his last project on here a while back last year.
Like, it wasn't Kaz. It was Kaz, and then who else dropped? Lute dropped.
Lute and then Boss dropped, and then JID of course dropped last year, and then Earth Gang dropped their EP. So pretty much all of them dropped except for Ari Lennox.
Yeah, until this year.
Yeah. But to hear, so I know his style, so
yeah,
he flows well with Cole. But to hear the Baby on a track with them two, and nothing sounds out of the ordinary.
Yeah, he was on point with this shit.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, it was pretty much in a nutshell. Before you go on, if you like rap. Just plain raw rap, not gritty rap. Was it kind of gritty? Kind of? Or was it just like lyrical miracles damn near?
It was just rap.
Just rap, period. Over smooth beats, you will love this. If you want to go in here waiting for the turn up, nah, you ain't gonna get that on here.
I mean, you'll get it later.
You'll get it late, kind of, but
you're gonna get it in spurts. You're not gonna get a whole. This isn't Tyga.
Yeah, this ain't Tyga. This ain't no Young Thug shit. This is not your typical trap album. You're not gonna hear no future bangers and shit. You're just gonna hear rap over soulful beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then of course we went over Down Bad.
Yeah. Lambo Truck.
We went over Lambo Truck a little bit last week, but hearing it in the context of the album, and then finally actually, because we played that shit right before we recorded last week.
Yeah.
So to actually hear the lyrics and then go back and see the footage of when Reason and Cause were busting up laughing and Cole's just standing there like,
y'all niggas about to rob me?
Yeah.
He was having a laugh. He was like, wait a minute. And they was like, yeah. Cole had that look around and everyone like, y'all heard that shit, right?
Nigga looking around like, you call security.
He's like,
this motherfucker.
Niggas want to rob me? It's like, and he was looking at both of them just like, Yeah, y'all laughing, but I'm like standing right in front of you. You know I run this shit, right? The fuck? Yeah, that was fun. That was a good track.
Swivel got me really excited for Earth Gang's project this year.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was a good project. Oh wow, Swerve with. I don't even know who else was. I know it was only 2 verses. It was like J. Cole and who else?
Max O'Cream. And
that was it. And then Zokong and Key was just on the hook, right? Or doing background vocals or something.
Probably.
I guess.
I mean, they were enough to be involved, but. From what Martine was telling us, that verse is actually what led to Max O'Cream getting his deal with Roc Nation.
That makes sense, yeah.
Don't Hit Me Right Now. I mean, we talk about, we said Buddy was floating all around. Guap Dad 4000 was pretty much doing the same exact thing all throughout.
Yeah, Bay Area's very own.
Yeah.
He was on that shit.
I mean, especially when they get to the Wells Fargo interlude. They said it was the last track they did of all the sessions. And it's all these niggas just...
They show it in the documentary. They're just going nuts, and just rapping their ass off. And
so much so where everybody left their individual rooms and sessions to come in and see
them just jump for joy. Yeah. They were literally just jumping in the booth, just going nuts. And I was like, okay, it was like a turn-up record, pretty much. Mm-hmm. So pretty much whenever they all get together and perform this song live, it's going to be many.
Yeah,
not like on some sicko mode shit, but it's going to be many.
Yeah. And then, of course, Omen made his first appearance on the project on Sleep Deprived, which also had Lou.
Mels, is this the same Mels that was on
Mez.
Compton? Mez?
Yeah.
That's the same, so he dropped the King.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. He's been quiet. What the fuck he been up to besides
He's been
this?
audio engineering.
Oh.
He's been doing behind the board stuff.
No, so I guess he got tired for waiting on Dre.
Well, he was never signed.
He was never signed.
No, he's never signed.
So he was just writing. And
King Mez was interesting because, of course, like you said, he dropped the King, so we knew about him as King Mez.
Yeah.
But he never officially signed to Aftermath. He just came in. They liked his vibe. He came in as a writer. Mm-hmm. Even though it didn't do anything for him face-wise within the industry, it did a lot for him behind the scenes.
Of course, when you get that Dr. Dre stamp.
I mean, if you remember, he got shouted out by Cole on 2014 because he was engineering that album too.
Oh wow!
And he's done a good amount of projects for Dreamville and then for some others too. So he figured there's more money behind the scenes.
There is literally more money behind the scenes. Like if you stay quiet and just build, like look at fucking what's his name? Not fucking oh my god, Hitmaker. Yeah, Hitmaker. What was his other name? Young Berg, there you go. Yeah, if you look at Young Berg, you look at Stat Quo, you look at
Berg. That was a rebrand because remember everybody was laughing at him for getting his transformer changed.
Yeah, people still joke about it, but they don't even know that Hitmaker's the one behind all your favorite records.
And then nigga came back as Hitmaker, and everybody started dancing and realized, oh, that's Berg. Oh, well, can't talk about the chain no more.
I remember when you saw him on what's it called? Was it Love and Hip Hop? And he was like, "Yeah, I did a song with Nicki Minaj. I did this," and you were like, "Nigga, no, you didn't." And all of a sudden, the album came out, and you're like, "Oh shit, you did." Oh,
you're Hitmaker. Okay.
You rebranded yourself.
Yeah.
Hey. Anyway, let's get back to this album. Sleep Deprived was a good record. Self Love with Ari Lennox and Boss. That was definitely a standout. Smooth ass record. Ladies. Dreamville, JID and T.I. Yo told me this story about what happened because he said like JID was just vibing and he did the song and T.I. was just there. And he heard it, and he was just like, you know what? He was just like, you know what? Let me spit a verse over this, and it kind of just literally fit the mood of the whole album, of that whole song, and they just kept it, and they put it on there.
You little nigga don't know nothing about no bitches.
Pretty much what he said. Like, I got a verse to this. Let me just change it up a bit, and it was so smooth too. That whole verse was just so smooth and everything. That was a good record.
Of course, Costa Rica came out with Lambo Truck last week too.
Yeah, that was cool.
So that was again. Had more time to
digest it.
So that one was a nice one.
1993, I'm starting to have a love-hate relationship with. I love the record, but I kind of hate it now.
1993 to me is the epitome of those sessions. 1993 perfectly describes those sessions in my eyes.
Mm-hmm. Buddy was literally all over. The whole concept of the record is that
was a Buddy concept.
Yeah, pretty much everyone starts rapping, and just about when they're getting to the zone, Buddy just says, goddamn, nigga. Pretty much what he said, and it sounds like just when someone's about to get in the zone and start getting into their verse, he just stops. He just says, no, niggas.
No, we're smoking. We're not rapping.
I've been smoking weed.
Since 1993, I've been smoking weed.
Yeah, and then Cole, like I thought he was about to go off, and he literally just stops him. And if you watch when you watch the documentary, they're all literally in the booth. Literally, yeah. Even on Yo's review, again, I keep promoting it, but Yo said they were all literally in the booth just recording that verse. Must have been hot as hell in that bitch.
Vince Staples making an appearance.
Oh, that was such a cock tease.
The second half of Run It Back.
His verse was such a it was just because he looked like he was just about to get going, and then it just.
Oh my God!
It just ends. Yeah. Literally just ends.
Sunset with Cole and Young Nutty.
That was a good record.
And then of course Got Me, which was a record we already heard. Middle Child,
blah,
which was finally now we get to figure out how it and why it got placed.
Where it's at.
Yeah. So. Again, because that was just a song that just came out, and we're like, okay, what's going on with this? And now to see it in the context, like, oh, all right, there it is.
I guess it was like one bit. I guess you need to put it on there. PTSD was decent, and then you have Sacrifices with Earth Gang, Cole, Smino, Saga, and somebody else was on there. But that was a good record with Cole. Like the last verse when he pretty much revealed that he has a new kid on the way. Mm-hmm. So that's a round of applause.
Most definitely. I'm glad that Deontay Hitchcock got some shine on PTSD.
Oh yeah. It was that.
The singer.
Yeah, the singer. Yeah. There was so many people that was there, and it was like fuck. And then after that, it was over. And I was just like, on the first listen, I really enjoyed it just for the pure rapping aspect of it. But then I kept listening to it, and then I was just thinking to myself like, okay, if this album would have came out in like 1998 through maybe 2002, 3-ish. I'm trying to think of our age group. Like if this album would have came out around that time period, folks were like, what's it called? This probably would have been considered a classic. Maybe, because it's just nothing but rapping and like laid back beats. Like a hip hop classic. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, okay, because I have a feeling people are just, because some people are having very feelings because there was so much hype built towards it. And then because all the fucking producers that showed up, because I was really thinking about it. I was going like, because when you look in the credits and see all the producers, you see a lot of like no names on there, not no names, but like people that you really don't know about.
Right.
Like Bink was on there, and see who else was on here. I'm trying to look at the producers right now. Like Christo and Nice Rec and Puss. I can't even pronounce their name. They're on Under the Sun. Pulse produced Down Bad. Kel Banks produced Lambo Truck. A lot of the Bink produced Swivel with Earth Gang. But when you just keep going through Business Boy, Keon Beats, I'm like, okay, they produced all these. I'm like, okay. So then I thought about all the producers that showed up there, and I'm going like, Ill Mind was there. Mm-hmm. Tay Keith was there. Mm-hmm. Swizz Beats was there. Needles was there. Mike Will was there, and a few other producers were there. I want to say Hit Boy was there, maybe. I want to say that. I don't want to press it. If I'm wrong, let me know. But there was a lot of other producers in there, and I was kind of waiting for those. And then I know Wale was there, Crit was there, fucking Westside Gunn was there,
Rick Ross
was there. He just showed up, but Ross was there, and I was just like, damn, it would have been nice to hear that shit. But then you kind of reminded me, they were all those songs that they recorded, they could have been for other people's albums.
Yeah, I mean, again, these were just open house sessions. It didn't necessarily mean that
it started as the Dreamville, like what's it called, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, and then it just turned into an open house session, right? Pretty much.
I know, yeah, like it's the Revenge sessions.
Yeah,
but it also turned up. It ended up becoming an open house where people came in. Shit, Chris Bosh ended up being there, and the fucking Milwaukee Bucks ended up showing up.
Yeah,
to just be there and feel the vibe. So it ended up literally turning into like a rap camp.
Pretty much.
Where it's like, okay, you may not be on this project, but shit, niggas is here. So if you got something that you working on, go for it. Mm-hmm. So that's how I looked at it. Yeah. I didn't look at it from the standpoint of they teased us. I looked at it from the standpoint of now people probably finished their shit and was like, nah, I don't want to put this. Just I'll save it.
Yeah, they took their little thumb drives. I just had to say this. I could already just imagine Eve and J. Cole when them sessions were over. They had all the hard drives and they went back to the headquarters, and then they just looked up at everything like shit.
Yeah.
It was a bright idea, wasn't it?
Yeah. Thanks a lot, motherfucker.
Now we gotta sequence this shit.
You gonna ride around your goddamn bike now and listen to this shit?
Yeah, like I remember seeing like IG stories of IG like live of him chilling in the car listening to certain songs, and he's just like, that had to be a bitch to sequence.
Yeah.
I could just imagine it had to be a bitch to sequence what songs to pick. Then you had to clear the samples. You had to make sure the artists were getting paid on it. It was that had to be a bitch.
But it's worth it.
Oh, it was worth it, but that'd be a bitch.
Some things are definitely worth it.
Yeah.
It's again the fun in all of it is it's not the destination, it's the actual journey.
Yeah.
So it's when you get down to the nitty gritty, obviously separating those tracks out, picking the tracks, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
But shit.
Fuck it.
Probably took a while because he's sitting back like, hold up, pause it, rewind it back, and then they telling stories about the fucking sessions. So now you got memories to go along with the tracks.
Yeah. Especially the ones that Cole wasn't there for, they had to pick for.
Yeah.
That still had to be a bitch.
Yeah. I looked at this album. To me, this was the closest thing to the 2001 NBA All-Star Game.
Yeah, you said that in the chat. Yeah.
Like,
who was in the 2001 All-Star Game?
Everybody.
Define everybody.
Kobe.
Oh.
Allen Iverson. Stephon Marbury. Jason Kidd. Garnett. Tim Duncan. Vince Carter. Tracy McGrady. Do you need me to keep going?
No, made your point.
The only reason Shaq wasn't playing was because he was hurt.
That's Shaq could beat Kendrick.
Yeah. But he was there.
He showed up, even though he was at the sessions, but to hear the album and its whole and shit,
that
probably just inspired him and gave him more power.
But I mean, I say it reminded me of that because it was literally from the time the ball tipped up to the time that Stephon Marbury ended up hitting the game winner for the East. Yeah. It was just non-stop. Like, you had to tune in and see what was going on.
And that's pretty much what everyone was literally on their A game on this shit. There was not one bar wasted on this whole album.
Yeah.
Not one bar from all the rappers, all the artists. Not one bar was wasted.
Yeah. I mean, cats can rush to judgment and scream this is a classic or say this is complete trash. And for me, I bought the album. I thought that kind of project, that what they were able to do for those 10 days deserved my $12.99.
That was an achievement.
Yeah, so I definitely bought the album. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna judge it right away. Like, I ran it back 5 times since it dropped.
Yeah, same here.
And some songs they slide down, some songs go up, and then the next listen, they go vice versa.
It's one of those you got to be in a mood. You got to really be in the mood for it because it's a vibey album almost. Yeah, it's the way everything sounds. That's why I told you before. It kind of sounds like a J. Cole album in a way. To me, it does, just from the production. And it sounds like, I was kind of waiting, because I saw the Swizz Beats were there, Tay Keith were there. I was kind of waiting for Cole to jump on those type of beats. But the beats I was hearing on this album, this is like beats he could have made himself,
right? In
a way. So I'm going part of me feels like he kept it safe, but not like he kind of was walking that line. If that makes any sense.
Possibly.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story of his fucking career. Always walks that line, but doesn't really have to. I mean, not like I don't hate it, but it's just he just is what it is.
I still didn't hear it from that aspect. I just heard it as, I mean, how many artists were involved with it?
A whole bunch of them.
It's hard to play it safe when you got that many artists. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And he was on his A game too.
Like I could get what you're saying, where it's like I still don't hear it being a J. Cole album, but of course, with him directing everything, I could see how one can come from that side.
Kind of like what Cruel Summer was like, how Kanye constructed that shit, and it sounded like a Kanye album just with all his artists and shit like that.
Yeah, to me, there was still some variety.
Yeah,
but I fuck with it.
Yeah, I fucked with it too. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just cool.
Yeah.
So round of applause for Dreamville.
But then that led into...
give us Black Hippie, motherfuckers.
Well, if you let the trolls get to Schoolboy Q, which he was making fun of him by just saying, I'm looking at your Abby and I'm laughing. Yeah. But yesterday, when he was going off on him, because they asked him who his friends are, and he's like, I got 5 rap friends, and of course, you got the dumbasses. Well, what about TDE? Because he listed everybody that wasn't in TDE, and it's like, all right, bro. So he... Yeah. So then he went on a little joke, man, fuck them niggas or whatever.
I think the closest we got was the Black Panther soundtrack. That was the closest we ever got to like a Black Hippie album.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah,
not oh well, but alright, man.
Yeah. But it did lead to a question that Van Lathan posted.
Yeah, I saw that shit
last week. J. Cole or Lil Wayne?
When it comes just to rapping,
I have no idea what the hell he was talking about. He just said J. Cole.
He said I'm having an intense debate right now when it comes just to pure rap. Who is a J. Cole or Lil Wayne? And it's one of those I just kept scrolling. Like, why would you? They're two different fucking artists.
It turned into a big ass fight.
Why do people? Well, J. Cole fans are fucking like people with common sense. The J. Cole fans are kind of creeping towards that Aubrey Angel. They're not there, but they're creeping there because they are the most annoying fans. They're not there yet, but they're there. Like, how dare if you say J. Cole's album is trash, like what I just said right now, like he kept it safe. A J. Cole fan would be like, no, he didn't keep it safe.
No.
Shit. He'd be like, no, he didn't keep it safe. He didn't do that. They're getting the fucking feelings. I like J. Cole too, but goddamn. Get off his nuts. His fans are, I'm telling you, Aubrey, like J. Cole fans are kind of right there, but they just walk that line and they get really in their feelings if you call them out, if you kind of criticize them for anything.
Yeah, I still don't know what the hell Van Lathan was.
Just off rapping, that's what he meant. Just off pure rap, who's better, Lil Wayne or J. Cole? And I'm like, but
see, to me, there's got to be, you got to define that because. Are we talking about Wayne in his prime?
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of people I'm putting ahead of Wayne in that 4 or 5 year span.
And why would you pick J. Cole? Really? Like, really?
The feature run.
Compared to Lil Wayne, really?
So I get it?
Well, I guess.
I do, from that aspect, I do understand it. Because if you're going off of the feature run,
he said just off rapping alone.
No, but what I'm saying is that's how you're gonna that's how you bring those two together. It's like, okay, well, their features make them. We can debate the rapping just because of how they spaz out on their features. I'm trying to make sense of it because I still don't know what the hell he was. I'm like, fam, are we talking about in the prime? Or are we talking about like what are we talking about?
Van Lathan was I have respect for him, but that really it would have been one of those I just put on my headphones. Like, why are you debating this? Why? Like, were you just arguing with a J. Cole fan or some shit like that?
But see, to me, it's important because you get two different answers if I know.
But you know which one's a fan, because J. Cole fans, because obviously to me, I'm not even a Lil Wayne fan, but on everything, it's Lil fucking Wayne. And I'm not even a Lil Wayne fan like that, but it's Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
That's it. The end.
If we're going off prime.
On his prime, yeah, and J. Cole.
You tell me the overall body of work. And, you know, that exceeds past the prime.
And then J. Cole's one is the one that's questionable, too. But, man, it's like, I'm just thinking about, like, that's why would he ask that? Some people just, whatever.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, people want, that's human nature. They want to compare everything.
I guess, but they're, like, non-comparable. They're, like, two different artists.
Nah. I mean, a rapper's a rapper.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking overall. Rapping-wise, it just depends on your taste. That's how it is. Because Lil Wayne's just a whole different animal. So same with J. Cole. It's J. Cole. J. Cole and Lil Wayne, really? Really?
I'm actually starting to understand it now.
I guess.
Now I am starting to understand it. So, from the standpoint of, yes, they have, obviously one was more of a, I guess you could say Wayne was a little bit unorthodox.
Always has been.
Just with his style and just...
J. Cole's always been the same to me. He's always low-key rapped the same. His flow doubled up a little bit, but he has always had the same cadence, the same flow. He's always been the same. Lil Wayne just flips it every damn time I listen to him.
But it's not just about the flipping. They both have great metaphors. They both have great similes. Yeah. They both can paint vivid pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They both, God bless you if you invite either one of them to jump on your track.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, it's not that far-fetched. You're probably thinking it's far-fetched because you're looking at their albums.
No, I'm looking at the overall shit.
But rapping-wise, it does make sense.
Rapping-wise, but they're like two different people. That's how I look at it. I'm looking at it's all about what you prefer. Not who you like, it's which one do you prefer the most.
Yeah, I guess that's what it comes down to.
I guess.
Again, I'm still, if we're talking about primes, I'm forever taking Wayne because there's not a lot of rappers I'm taking ahead of.
It's obvious. It's like, history. I'm not even a Lil Wayne fan like that, but it's like, duh.
Yeah.
Even J. Cole would say Lil Wayne. J. Cole looks up to Lil. Why am I even trying to make sense of this? Why'd you ask that, Van? Whatever.
Got people talking.
Of course he did. That was his whole point. But that's like the most random duo.
It definitely was random.
This is random.
It definitely was random.
If he would have said Lil Wayne and Young Thug, that would have been probably more interesting. But I've been like clones. I don't know. Maybe Lil Wayne and Eminem, Lil Wayne and Hove. Maybe those. I can understand those. But J. Cole? Like Drake? Jermaine? Shit. Jermaine? Oh.
The nigga that had to give Dreamers the Revenge of the Sessions?
Revenge of the Sessions? Revenge of the Sessions? Whatever, man. I don't know why I got all confused. Like, what? Because I'm telling you, when I see stupid shit or something that does not need to be debated about, I just keep scrolling. Like that's just dumb. And I was on Twitter. I was free from Twitter, and I still saw it. And I'm like, why would you? Whatever.
Oh, you weren't free from Twitter when it happened.
Yeah, I was. That's when I saw it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you...
The whole lockup. Yeah, that's what you mean. Anyway, more music dropped. Westside Gunn. Boom, 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 boom! Boom, 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 boom! You said that throughout the whole album. Boom, 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 boom! Flygod is an awesome god.
That's a great fucking title.
I mean, he must have been high as fuck when he wrote.
That's a great goddamn title.
Flygod is an awesome god. My God. God probably was like, it's a good title.
Yeah. That's why I made you,
nigga. I mean, this album,
it follows up Benny the Butcher. Of course, it's Griselda.
I don't know what M's doing with these niggas, man.
He's slacking.
Or he doesn't know how to promote them fucking gritty.
Because even if you don't know how to promote them, they have a fucking fan base.
They have a huge following
built by themselves. So the fact that he can't find a way, it's not even about taking a mainstream. It's just about, okay, how do I make them bigger on their platform? And he's still not.
And he can't rap. And he can't rap with them. Like them has a certain style. They have a unique style, and I can't visualize him rapping on any of their beats, like any of them.
No.
And he can't do that run-on flow shit. He can't do none of that.
No.
Maybe back in 2002, he probably would have made like a beats for him and shit, and probably,
possibly,
because back then Eminem was in his bag with his production. Back then, kind of with certain people, he was in his bag. But niggas,
his production is not universal. Like,
you have to have you have to be a certain type of rapper, like either him, Moby Trice, D12. He probably would have made something for them. Cassius. Yeah.
But overall, so last year, of course, I raved about Supreme Blind Tail.
Yeah. He's a wrestling fan too.
Yeah. To a lesser degree, not the same, but I did like Hitler Wears Hermes 6 from last year. I rocked with what's the joint? Fourth Rope that he dropped earlier this year. So he has a fucking project every
other month.
Yeah. Because then he also had Hitler Wears Hermes 2 last year.
Yeah.
So in the span of we're in July now.
Yeah.
I think Supreme Blind Tail dropped last March. So in between that fucking span, there's been 5 or 6 projects.
Yeah.
Flygod definitely had its moments, but it didn't capture me all the way throughout.
Only song I like Batista. I like Dance Floor Love. That was one of my favorites.
That's definitely a standout. Batista was a standout for me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Lakers vs. Rockets was a funny ass title, but at the
same time, that was like why?
Because I'm pretty sure he probably recorded it while the game was on in the studio.
Yeah, then he just saw it and he was like, "Yeah, it's the title, nigga.
Yeah,
title with that." Okay.
Because that had absolutely nothing to do with
Lakers or the Rockets.
Lakers Rockets at all.
Why do rappers always do that? They always name their songs.
Sometimes you find inspiration where the public has no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but as long as you know what you're talking about, so be it.
Just call it Rainbow and then talk about just doing some other crazy shit. It has nothing to do with the Rainbow, but you talk about shooting niggas.
Yeah.
Rainbow. What?
Birkin was another one that was cool. But I mean, yeah, again, if you're a fan of gritty ass raps, you don't like the mainstream shit, and of course, if you're a fan of Griselda, there's a good community that is
sell out venues and shit. Their venues are getting bigger too.
Yeah,
all in the East Coast, they have a huge following out there.
If they come out here, I do want to go see them. They've done enough to where this one project where I'm kind of like on.
Yeah.
It's not going to dissuade me because they have such a nice fucking catalog leading up to this.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, nah, it's not going to stop
and
me.
They're doing this all on their own with no help from the labels or anything. They're signed to Shady. Yeah. Buddy and them, I forgot. Buddy signed, not Buddy. Boogie is signed with Shady too. Mm-hmm. So you got some gritty ass East Coast niggas and a nigga from Compton. I don't know, M. Make it work.
Do better.
Do better, M. Just figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's not Jaden Smith no more. The artist formerly known as Jaden Smith named Jaden.
Well, it's his name, so.
Well, he just dropped the Smith, so he's just Jaden now.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not.
I just just going from the artist. Yeah. Just drop the Smith. Jaden X. Pretty much. Or just Jaden. Sound like Brayton.
Which is, the album is Sire, spelled backwards.
So ERYS.
And god damn it if he didn't do it again for me.
I need to re-listen to this shit. I know the first 4 tracks.
The 4-track intro that that's his signature now.
Yeah.
Any other motherfucker that does that, they need to put respect and
imagine if he had
pay homage to him.
Imagine if he had a long ass name for his album and then like the whole album is just that fucking intro.
Yeah.
Because Sire was the first one. Now this is Pink. Mm-hmm. Well, Pink. And just Lito was on it and he just... Every song, every letter was just a different vibe and just very creative. Some shit I wish Kanye would do, or Kanye would have done, but
of course, Noise with Tyler, the Creator, which didn't surprise me considering they're on tour.
Yeah,
they're gonna be on tour. Mm-hmm. Again, which I think Sire is his
alter ego.
Yeah,
his alias.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was that. It's always nice when Trinidad James pops up out of nowhere.
That was random as fuck.
Because even though he's disappeared from the limelight,
he's getting that uptown fuck money.
The solo, the solo joints.
Yeah.
On the quieter realm, as quiet as it's kept, he still comes with it on the features.
Yeah. He's still getting that uptown funk royalties.
Yeah. Seriously.
I
like when siblings get together. In this case, Summertime in Paris was dope. And then Kid Cudi and A$AP Rocky was on it. I mean, overall, to me, I'm so surprised with him. Like, he is for sure my surprise artist of the decade.
Yeah.
Like, if you were to tell me 10 years ago, hey, Jaden Smith is going to come out, he's going to drop 2 or 3 projects that you're going to like. I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? The one that went to the Kardashian wedding in the white Batman suit?
The nigga that jumped on songs with Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
The nigga that rapped with Justin Bieber?
Jaden!
The nigga that jumped the Will Smith's son, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air's son, the nigga that was in Just the Two of Us?
The nigga that didn't want to hear nothing else but Wild Wild West on the album?
Oh, I remember that part.
Yeah.
Jaden!
No, but yeah, he's what they call an artiste.
Period.
Like, nothing stands in his way.
You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of Charles Hamilton. Really kind of reminds me. Yeah,
in a way.
That kind of hurts my heart, because that could have been him. Because I liked Charles Hamilton back then, and man.
I guess in a way. I didn't think about it.
I just thought of it right now, because I was thinking of how like creative he is with the music and all that shit. And I'm like, he reminds me of Charles Hamilton. Charles Hamilton could have been like that. Or like, not like Jaden, but like how Kid Cudi is and all that shit. He could have literally been the king of that shit.
He's like a 3-man combo of like elements of course, Cudi. Mm-hmm. But if you took elements of Donald Glover, and also took just a little element from Pharrell, like you took those 3, that's you get Jaden.
Yeah,
and it's not a bad combo to create an artist out of those.
Yeah, pretty much, and that's Jaden Smith.
Yeah, I mean his whole style is rapping over trap beats, and
it wasn't like that on Sire.
Yeah, traditionally a rapper over trap beats, like you got to talk about killing, stealing shit, perks, fucking, and all that, and. No, not according to Jaden. Give me that trap beat and let me just talk about the sky. And I swear to God, I'll be in my fucking car with the top down.
And you're the one that told me about his videos, and Jada was dancing. And I kept trying to look for it, and then you just showed it to me. And Jada was literally in her big ass blonde dreads and shit like that in a hoodie and dancing to her son's music.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that's fucking family goals right there.
Fucking flex.
You feel me?
You want me to tweet my albums out? Nah, I'm good. Here's a video of my mom. Go get it.
My mom or my dad. My dad could just jump on the remix to one of my songs or perform with me.
I understand the weekend why he put it out. Why he put it out this weekend though. He actually turned 21 today.
Hey. Well, this Monday, today as we record, it is. Jaden Smith is 21 years old.
He's now 21 years old.
21.
That's a good milestone.
Yeah, shit. Performed at Moonwalk, the hella fucking festival. Was a really clean ass moonwalk. He's one of the artists that has a clean ass moonwalk. Yeah. I think him and Carmella do.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Will also he did it with a bunch of people too.
Him and Nas.
They were the two big names, but they invested this group invested up to 23 or 24 million into this app that's going to be helping teenagers with financial literacy.
That's cool. Good for him.
I mean, talk about investing in something that gives back to the community.
Speaking of Nas, Lost Tapes 2 is coming out.
That was one we forgot to name last week as far as what we were expecting. And just, I think the week earlier, we just said, oh, they dropped the trailer for it. We don't know what's happening.
No, not the trailer. It was the track list.
No, remember they dropped that little video that he...
What was the video? Oh, the one when he held it up like...
I count that shit as a trailer.
Oh, yeah, pretty much. A teaser.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to come either. It looked like they were filming a video for it, and all of a sudden I looked on Elliot Wilson's shit. I guess Mass Appeal sent out a mass email to everyone in the industry. And, yeah, Nasty Nas is coming back with Lost Tapes 2. Now, I guess all these tracks are going to span from Hip Hop Is Dead, Untitled, and Nasir. And I guess some Nas fans were kind of mad there was nothing from Stillmatic and Godson and I Am. I'm like, dude, wasn't that the first album? Wasn't that the first Lost Tapes? Just, man.
Everybody always wants to be pissed off about something. I'm convinced that's the way of the world.
It can never be satisfied.
No. Somebody always has to wake up and be like, what am I going to be pissed off today? What's going to piss me off at my core today?
I'm mad.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I'm like, okay, these like tracks that I like. Honestly, to me, Hip Hop Is Dead is an underrated Nas. I think Life Is Good. There's going to be tracks from Life Is Good on there too. Honestly, Hip Hop Is Dead is one of my favorite Nas albums. Everyone was always blah on that album. Hip Hop Is Dead is one of my favorite ones.
I'm very blah on that album.
Oh. Why are you blah on that one? What was wrong with that one to you?
I played that shit back a couple years ago, and I was like, this
didn't age well.
This sounds like it should have stayed in nowhere past 2007.
Why didn't you like it?
It's did not age well.
Really? Man, no. I listened to it probably a few months ago. I still love that damn album. I knew what Nas was going for. I used to love that shit.
Underrated songs like Let There Be Light, which I still like. I still love that
Trey
record
Williams?
to this day. Love that record to this day. Mm-hmm. But overall, just as a project, I'm like,
I can understand because the last song, Hope, was his acapella. Because I've had the album so long, I have the original version of Hope. That's not on the album because he didn't want to clear the sample. To this day, I don't know why he decided to just put his like an acapella over that. Like, why did you do that? I remember everyone on the internet was putting their own beats over it, but I remember the original version. I have that one. That's the one I listen to the most.
Yeah,
and I listen to it so much I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, that's not on the out. That's not on the original one. So I can understand why you're blah on that.
Yeah, but just overall, it's just. And again, the production on there sounds like production that's literally from that decade and it doesn't transfer.
There was that one song with Kanye, Stay Dreaming.
I'm thinking of the track with Game and Marsha. That beat does not... Anybody put that beat out today, they're getting made fun of like it's a Fort Minor beat.
What beat was that?
Whatever the track that they did.
I'm really trying to think about it. Now I'm going to look at it. Game was... I think I know what you're talking about. Yep. I think I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna look this up. Hip Hop Is Dead. We live, people. I love that damn album. What do you think about Untitled? Did you like Untitled?
It had moments.
Okay. There was an expanded edition. Okay, You Can't Kill Me. Khalees Stay Dreaming. Let There Be Light. Play on Player. Hustlers.
Yeah.
Nah. I liked Hustlers.
Don't try. If a nigga came out rapping over a beat like that today, you'd be like, why the fuck do you want to...
Dre produced that. I remember that.
And there's a reason why Dre didn't produce a lot more between that time.
I guess, but I remember there was... And then Untitled. Did you like Untitled?
Like I said, it was alright.
Life Is Good. That's a classic.
Yeah, it's a good album.
That was a classic.
I'm not gonna call it a classic, but it was definitely a good album.
And we already know about Nasir.
And then Distant Relatives was, nice.
Yeah, I was surprised there was none on that one.
Yeah,
there was no lie. That's the one. Yeah, they didn't have.
Well, but I mean, if they focus on his solo joints, then
yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. But yeah, they said it was gonna be beats by Kanye, of course, and I think Timbaland and Swizz, of course. I'm interested. That's gonna be the thing in what, in 2 weeks or next week?
19th. Yeah.
19th. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting. Mm-hmm. Nasty Nas.
Next up, Berner and Curren dropped their joint project, Pheno Grigio.
That's cool.
It was. It got straight to the point. It was only 12 tracks too.
Mm-hmm. So Martin was here, he would have broke this whole shit down.
Yeah, gangsta shit. You remember Corrupt Siwak?
Yeah.
They sampled that. That shit sounds nice.
Oh, okay.
And that's got cocaine and G Perico on it.
Obviously.
That shit is nice.
Obviously.
Richie Rich is so fucking underrated in terms of just his contribution throughout hip hop.
Man, that's an old man. I haven't heard that name in hella long. Shit.
If there was ever a chance where it's like if you had your opportunity to pick rappers who could have made a joint project in a time where you had to be signed to the label and all that shit. Mm-hmm. Basically what you can do now that you couldn't do back then. In my top 5 would'ves, it would have been Pac and Richie Rich.
Most likely. Who else? Oh, Mr. F.A.B dropped fucking hella Ratchet too. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Hella Ratchet, vintage F.A.B Davis. So y'all like that?
That's his F.A.B Davis alias.
Fuck, he has so many aliases.
The alter ego.
He has Hey Baby. He has Mr. F.A.B. F.A.B has quietly dropped like hella projects this year with Thug Tears 4 and Hey Baby and a few other records. Hella Ratchet too. He's just been working. So shout out to F.A.B.
Yeah.
Mr. I remember when he did that song.
Yeah.
Let's see who else. Yeah, there's a lot of music. So who's dropping this week? Division randomly announced.
Crit.
Yeah, Crit's dropping this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. So Division.
That's why he did the rap radar.
I thought it was next week.
No, it's 12.
Oh wow. So it's Crit, Division, Ed Sheeran. Damn, that's a good ass day.
And of course, there's gonna be like 3 more.
You already know it's gonna be randomly. Someone else is gonna drop.
You and Martin kept saying, you're like, oh, it's slow. Like it's disappointing. Like, and then as soon as you guys said it, here we go.
In July. Yeah. I wonder who's next. Probably Big Sean. Probably Ross. Who knows? Probably next.
Nas is the name that leads the 19th.
19th. Yeah. I don't think Ross is dropping that day. Maybe. I don't know. Big Sean. Who knows?
If it were up to me, Ross would drop. Labor Day weekend.
You said that already. Yeah, I remember.
Like if it were up to me, it would drop. Like he would just get that one last week, like the final week of summer, and then take us right into fall.
Yeah. Big Sean, he's probably going to be fall.
But shit, the way Big Time sounded.
Yeah.
I might want that a little bit sooner now.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good ass record by Just Blaze.
Yeah.
I listened to it once and then I'm like, okay, I don't want to keep listening. Because I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it in the context of the album. So,
yeah.
That's good.
Jeezy's on his way.
Yeah, that was
Motivation
random.
104 is on this.
They dropped the same day. They dropped their singles the same day. Yeah. I was like, okay.
So he dropped one time. Mm-hmm. I was scared because, the way he was dressing.
Oh yeah, that cover was kind of weird.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. But the Snowman delivered, so I can't be mad.
It's vintage Jeezy. What can you say?
Yeah, so I was already excited when he was on Everyday Struggle 2 years ago when he said Thug Motivation 104 is going to be the last one.
They always say it's the last one.
Yeah, I think with him though, it's gonna.
He's probably just gonna do features and other shit because he's been focused on.
Yeah, I remember by the time he drops this, he's 15 years he's 15 years. 16 because if you count the Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, and how long has Ross been in the game? Same time. If you count all the,
I think it'll be 15 next year.
Yeah, because it counts all this ghostwriting shit. Cause he wrote a lot of records too.
No, actually, I'm sorry. Ross has been in almost 17 because of I forgot when he rapped when he didn't have the beard.
Yeah, Hole's been in here for damn near how many decades? Shit, he about to turn 50.
No, going on 4 actually.
He about to turn 50. Snoop's been in here for. Shit.
Yeah, it's not. Some of these acts, I believe them. Yeah. Like it'd be different if they're like, oh, I'm retiring, and they're like 30.
I mean, that's what Lupe wanted to do.
Yeah,
he wanted to do after the Cool. He said he wanted to do loop end, and then that was it. Labels just said,
no, get your ass back in the booth.
Show ass back in the booth, boy. And then
that's how he created that story about slaves underwater.
Yeah, that you had to fucking have a college fucking class about. Not a good one. I don't know some Pimp a Butterfly.
The music's still good. It's just
I don't want to. You gotta really listen.
You gotta have a dissertation before you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like now I got time for that shit. Anyway.
It's
music's been popping. You said they got 4 months, so until we give a fuck and we don't give a fuck no more.
Right.
So anyway. So, this is random. I randomly saw this story right before we got on the air. So, AfroFuture Fest. This was in Africa?
No, this is in Detroit.
That makes it...
It hasn't happened yet. It's about to... It's still going to take place.
Alright.
So, people were buying tickets. Mm-hmm. And they noticed a little difference in the pricing. And it wasn't just they noticed the pricing was different. There was actually an explanation underneath. So, if you were a person of color...
Black.
Your ticket was $10.
Okay.
If you weren't a person of color, your ticket was $20.
What kind of shit is that?
And I looked at that and I was like, okay, what's the reasoning for that?
So pretty much they were trying to say, we want all black people here and no white people. No other ethnicities. They were trying to do some segregate. They were trying to do some shit they did back in the 70s. I think that's what they were trying to do.
That's how you put it is very black and white. Like, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to. Let me pull it up. This is what they had. This is the official what they had to say.
Okay.
Why do we have people of color and non-people of color tickets? I'm glad you asked. Equality means treating everyone the same. Equity is ensuring everyone has what they need to be successful. Our ticket structure was built to ensure that the most marginalized communities, which are people of color, are provided with an equitable chance at enjoying events in their own community, which in this case is the black community of Detroit. Okay. Affording joy and pleasure is unfortunately still a privilege in our society for people of color, and we believe everyone should have access to receiving such. We've seen too many times orgasmic events happening in Detroit and other people of color populated cities, and what constantly happens is people outside of the community benefit most from affordable ticket prices because of their proximity to wealth. They still got me so far. This is where it's like, all right,
they still got me so far.
They still got me, but this is where
that makes sense. That makes sense.
This cycle disproportionately displaces black and brown people from enjoying entertainment in their own communities. As an Afrofuturist youth lead initiative and voices of our youth inform our resistance, here's what they have to say: if you don't see my blackness, then you don't see me. And that's where they lost me at that point.
What kind of shit is that?
First it was Lil Wayne and J. Cole.
Powerful niggardry at work here.
So
first it was Lil Wayne and J. Cole. Now it's this shit.
So again, up until then, I understood.
I was with you. I was with it too. Until that last part.
Because on one hand, let's look at all the festivals. The festivals benefit off of what culture?
The white people.
No, off hip hop culture.
Hip hop culture, yeah. And
but who runs the festivals? Hip hop doesn't run the festivals.
No, they don't.
So from that aspect, cool. I get it. I get that. I understand that.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to make it more affordable for
us, I guess.
Okay, I understand that too.
Yeah.
The problem I have with it is, okay, but what happens with the white people who were born and raised in the same community, who didn't have the same opportunities to achieve wealth, because they were in the same communities, in the same schools, that don't have the funding as the black and brown kids, who are also accepted by the black and brown kids because they're like, hey, you may be white, but you're one of us because you grew up in our area.
You grew up in our hood. You grew up there. You get
a homie of four. You get homies of four, 2 black, 1 brown, and 1 white, and they're all ready to go to this. But one of the homies has to pay an extra $10.
What if they're mixed?
And that's what. And there was a Detroit artist. I forgot what her name is. God, I'm upset. I forgot what her name was because it was important. She dropped out
because she's so stupid.
Because she's half black and half white, and she said, what if I want my whole family to come to this? So now half my family has to pay? And she's like, we didn't come from extreme wealth.
What kind of shit is that?
So from that point, this was to me, this is counterproductive because it should have been a situation where it shouldn't have been about color.
Yeah.
It should have been about community. So there should have been a situation where if you live within this radius of the mileage from the festival,
you can
put your address in, and we can verify it from the card that's being paid with, and then you get the discount.
See, you're giving out free game. I mean, that makes logical sense. But of course, this is called the Illogical Sense Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah!
You know that nigga would have been invited.
Invited? He'd been running the damn beer.
He would have paid the full price.
Again, like, I'm all for you wanting to make the opportunity for those who are in the community, but they don't have the means to be a part of the event. I fully understand that. I respect it. But
that was segregation.
Why not? But why not then just, I don't know, mail out 2 tickets to each household that's within the community?
I know.
Do some kind of promo.
They could have just flat out said no crackers allowed. That's what they should have just said.
Or they could have just did that.
They could have just said that instead of being all politically correct with it. Just say no crackers allowed. Just say that.
I mean, as bad as it sounds, I would have actually. I
would have preferred that instead of just beating around the bush. That's what they're doing. They're trying to be politically correct when in reality they were saying we don't want them white devils here. That's all he had to say, and I would have respected it, and then y'all would have dealt with the consequences of y'all being racist.
I mean,
shit.
Like, again, if by doing this you were trying to keep the hype beasts
away,
who obviously aren't putting money in the community, aren't of the community, but they want to reap the rewards of what's happening in the community, then sure, you got it.
And Detroit's really predominantly black city anyway.
But again, what if today's version of Marshall Mathers is in that community, and he has to pay an extra $20 that he doesn't have because he's a part of the community as well?
That's fucking segregation. That's what this is. Ain't the 60s no more.
That shit was just, it was funny.
You should have just said no crackers allowed. That's all you had to say.
And then it was just to see the overwhelming support of that decision
from black
on
folks.
social media.
Of course, the woke black folks, them niggas, they're the most annoying.
Which, of course, we know how it would have went down if this was Coachella, and Coachella said, well, for the white folks, you pay this. For the black folks,
you pay that.
Yeah.
It would have been like, oh, you are racist. Yeah. But you guys take so much shit from us, so we're going to do the same so you know how it feels.
Yeah.
I'm tired of niggas. I'm tired of the whining and shit. And I don't want to get into it. Niggas are idiots. Anyway.
There's that.
Niggas are getting too fucking sensitive over some stupid shit.
Find the median and just make the damn tickets $15.
All you had to say,
just make the tickets $15.
Could have just said no crackers allowed. That's all you had to say. No crackers. I would have respected them more. Don't pull that fucking. And then when you go on Twitter, they're trying to educate you on fucking being black and shit. Man.
Shut the fuck up.
Niggas, what is black?
What? That's a good question. What is
black?
What is black?
Because I saw...
Sounds like, what's beef? What's black? What's black?
Because I saw somebody... I don't even know if I don't know her race. I just saw somebody tweet out, Drake really has been in the game for 10 years and hasn't been arrested. He really is half white. And somebody retweeted was like, so we judging black rappers off of the fact if they go to jail or not? That's how we determine if you're a black rapper?
First it was J. Cole and Lil Wayne. Then it was this shit. Now you just told me. What's going on? It's the retro.
Are you going to call somebody a whole ass nigga to get kicked off of Twitter this week?
For good?
Like, you cannot come back till the end of summer.
Or never.
Good, then I'm going to Detroit.
It's like God's testing me. Like, this is the retrograde. They're trying to test me.
You know what? I'm going to come back. The next episode, I'm going to come back with ideas of what I think
what black
people
is.
in the world think that black is. Both black and non-black communities alike.
Look what
I'm going to do my homework. I'm going to do some homework this week.
You'll be surprised.
And I'm going to figure out what it is. Because I know the face value stereotypes. Mm-hmm. You know, speaking like you're white, talking like you're white, doing your homework, like that type of shit. Like,
what's being black? Putting grills in your face, putting grills, rapping, playing basketball, playing football,
chicken and watermelon,
having big dicks, having big noses. You know,
but I want to see what else. You know, I want to see the shit that's below the surface.
Being broke, being in the ghetto,
Yeah.
you know, just the regular shit. Speaking Ebonics, broken English, not knowing big vocabulary words.
Owning every Medea film.
Owning every Tyler Perry movie. I'm just listing all the shit right now.
Yeah.
You need to
I'm gonna come back next week. I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, why don't you just let us know, people?
Yeah.
If you're listening, well, y'all listening, but just drop something in the comments. Say what does it mean to be black?
Yeah.
Only black people though, not no crackers.
Not them.
At least we're honest. At least we ain't beating around the bush.
Them too.
Anyway,
but you got to listen to the podcast 5 times to get the numbers up.
Get the numbers up. Yeah. Anyway,
speaking of festivals, though, as we brought up, what the fuck was the festival name?
It was that Fire Festival 2.0.
Yeah, whatever that shit was back in Sweden.
Oh, I was about to tell you, that's where fucking Midsommar took place. Took place in Sweden.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
And there was only one black person there too, and you know what happened to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the movie, there was only one black person in that movie, and you know what happened. Yeah, well, actually, yeah, he got hit in the head with a hammer, actually, and then they buried his ass in the fucking garden, and his foot was sticking out.
I was just about to say, I bet his leg was sticking out.
Yeah, literally, his foot was literally sticking out. As soon as I saw it, I was like,
they can never bury it in there. I'm gonna add that to the list.
Literally, yeah, you just spot on. That's exactly what happened.
They always
12 years of slave shit.
Yeah.
Foot sticking out like a damn guard. I'm like, why is this okay? And when I saw that, I was just like, okay, just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but because of that Fyre Fest 2 shit, A$AP Rocky could thank them because he's now in jail for defending himself over in Sweden.
Because some white person was following him, from what I saw, and A$AP Rocky just beat the shit out of him. Literally.
Give me a hell yeah!
And threw his ass. I saw that shit. And got arrested, and now he's in jail.
Yeah.
For now. And they're trying to fight for his freedom and shit. First 21 Savage
Yeah.
got damn near almost deported, and now A$AP Rocky is just trying to fight for his life. So pretty much, are they gonna do some exchange? Give us 21 Savage, and you get A$AP Rocky back.
They're gonna tell him his bail is a different price compared to the non-people of color.
See, the white person, you can get out for $2. You get out for $11,000
and some chocolate.
Oh shit, Martine, you missing out.
Can you imagine that being an authentic price, like 40 acres and a mule, $11,000 and some chocolate?
What kind of chocolate we talking about? Reese's Pieces? Because if it's Reese's Pieces, shit.
J. Cole, come on, what you talking about? So do you want the royalties or do you want $11,000 and some chocolate?
Run that! Give me the...
Give me what I want!
Give me what I want! Do you want fried chicken and watermelon or the $11,000 and some chocolate?
Give me what I want!
In that voice, too. Shit. Yeah, so A$AP Rocky, free A$AP, dog.
Yeah, man.
Just free A$AP.
The homie, man.
Hashtag free A$AP.
I don't. You should not be arrested when somebody has clearly been stalking you and there's footage of it, and you have kindly asked them and then demanded for 3 minutes, get the fuck away from me. Like, stop following me.
And then he just had to whoop your ass.
Yeah.
Give me a hell yeah!
Like, there's gotta be something against that.
Well, he's in there for now. So he'll get out. Probably by the time by next week, he'll be out.
They say 2 weeks.
They say 2 weeks?
Yeah.
For what?
2 weeks just for throwing a nigga?
Throwing a white boy. I get. Anyway, speaking of niggas,
yeah.
We taking over the waters, motherfucker. You got Aquaman? Well, we got the Little Mermaid, people.
Aquaman, we got Aquaman.
We got Aquaman. Nah, but dead ass though. Disney announced that they're doing another live action. They're just gonna recreate all the damn cartoons. Just a matter of time before they do a live action Toy Story. That'll be some shit. That'll be some shit.
You have to be high to watch that. You would have to be high.
Now they won't even be in 3D. They will literally be toys.
My boy Devin said, it's time we get that petition. If they want to go live, we got to make that Goofy movie. And I said, fam, that's too real, fam. You wouldn't even have to get like if you want to black it all up, how we've been progressing in these lives. You ain't even got to do the ears. You just get some niggas that just got dreads. And there's Goofy and Max.
And have the Weeknd play fucking Powerline.
Yeah.
Stand up.
But that shit would be the Weeknd's rendition. I'm gonna stand up.
Okay. Anyway, like I said, they're gonna do live action Disney movie. They just showed the teaser trailer for Mulan. Did you see that shit?
No.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
Well, I know there was in production. I just didn't see.
Yeah, they released the teaser trailer. It's coming out next year. But here's the thing: fans are kind of giving it the side eye because, unlike all the other Disney movies, because you know how they had all the song and dance and shit.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no song and dancing in this Mulan, and no Mushu either.
What kind of shit is
nah. No. And that shit. I ain't know. They got no Mushu in it. What's the point?
That's what everyone's saying. Like, he's the one that drove the damn movie. What the fuck? There's not gonna be no songs. They ain't gonna sing that reflection.
So it's just gonna be serious ass Mulan, and now I gotta be depressed at how women were treated during that culture back then.
And they're saying that the songs are gonna be playing in the background. Like, you're gonna hear the instrumentals for it and shit. No Mushu, no songs playing. It's gonna be serious. It's gonna be one of them Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon shit.
That is not for me, and I'm not saying it's not for me because it's not black.
If you're gonna if you're gonna go all out for Aladdin, if you're gonna go all out for Beauty and the Beast, you should have just went all out for Mulan.
I mean, that's the point of that's what makes a Disney film a Disney film.
Period.
The music.
Like,
you think we go to see y'all shit for the acting?
Even in the
storyline?
Even in the Jungle Book, they had the fucking songs in there. In the Lion King, you know they're gonna have songs. You imagine the Lion King without the fucking Circle of Life, just animals waking up and walking.
You imagine Lion King without Can You Feel the Love Night?
Without Hakuna Matata? Without I Can't Wait to Be King? Shit.
Nah.
They're wildin'. How can they do that sound? Oh, that's wildin'.
Mulan has some dope ass fucking songs too.
Reflection, fucking I'll Make a Man Out of You. Those are the both two songs. Like, what the fuck you doing, Disney? Now I'm thinking about it.
What kind of shit is that?
Like, and even Asian people are low key like, word? Like, word?
I'm with you. I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all.
Yeah, we're getting off topic. We're supposed to talk about the niggas. We taking over the mermaids, nigga.
Taking over the water.
Taking over the water.
Still don't know how to swim.
Anyway, it got announced they're doing the Little Mermaid, and this was in development for months. It got revealed that Rachel McCartney's gonna play what's her name, Ursula.
Yeah,
supposedly, and they got announced who's gonna be Ariel. I thought it was going to be Dakota Fanning. I remember that was in the works for years. And then, what's her name? Rachel, the hit girl.
Yeah.
I heard she was going to play it.
And then it got announced, and everybody went crazy on social media because they read Halle Bailey.
At first. We were like, wait a minute.
Everybody said,
what? Wait a minute. Whoa.
Hold up.
Wait a
Oh, yeah. That is powerful nigger
not happening.
Because I'm going to tell you what I saw when I first saw it.
Because it's spelled the same way, too, kind of.
Well, it wasn't, but people misread it, and they got her trending #1. So when I went and looked at it, the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm not apologizing for it, was...
I just want to feel good.
No, I was like, is this going to be rated R? She gonna be the nasty little boy?
I just want to feel good. I just want to feel good.
I'm like, now Halle Berry don't match with the little girl, Little Mermaid. But if you want to take this another direction, Disney shit, I'm not mad at it. So what we talking? And then when I went and realized, no, it's not Halle Berry. It's Halle Bailey. That's when I was like,
Chloe and Beyonce's people. And I was like, also Ariel gonna be black. And I was like, okay. I'll take it.
We're here. Okay.
Oh, we here.
Okay.
Oh, and the white people.
Oh, yeah.
That's powerful wizardry at work here. That's exactly. Oh, they were mad.
Boy,
give me what I want. They started a petition to make sure she don't play it.
Facebook groups popped up.
Yeah, out of nowhere. They said that's not my Ariel. White people going like, when I was Little Mermaid, that was a white girl, so I wanted to be a white girl. Just stick with the stories.
You know what I did when I looked at that? I saw shit and I was like, I thought nothing was about race.
See, you all want to know some shit? When I watched Lathan, like the actual animated movie, I never really thought about the voices until before I saw the movie. I decided to watch some behind the scenes shit. Lathan's based off everyone like Middle Eastern people, right? You watch the behind the scenes and you see the people who play the voices of them Middle Eastern people, none but white people.
Yeah.
Nothing but white, with the exception of the genie, because he was like a whole entity. Nothing but white people. And I'm just like, Huh? Like, now I'm older now. I was just like, wow, you got the whole boy from Full House playing the voice of Aladdin?
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense.
Remember when everybody said his career he was supposed to be where Leonardo DiCaprio is today?
For real?
Not just, well, projection-wise, remember?
I thought that was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's for Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, shit.
No.
But remember how they were projected? Boy, how'd that turn out?
He went to college and he retired from
I don't need this shit.
Yeah, I'm done. Bye.
I got my royalties.
Yeah.
Home Improvement's still getting syndicated. Bye.
Bye. But yeah, Ariel about to be like, what's her name? Halle Bailey, whatever. Halle Bailey's gonna play Ariel, and Black Twitter is just rejoicing. Racist Twitter is in their feelings, and I'm just like, for show. So that means she's gonna have a black family. So I was thinking, who's gonna play Poseidon?
It's gotta be Terry Crews.
Samuel Jackson under this motherfucking sea. I was thinking Michael J. White can play Poseidon. Spawn?
That's
I was thinking he could be a good one. Or thinking of another. Oh, what's his name? Idris Elba? Idris Elba? No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, shit. I'm just saying.
I know. I just kept saying we saw enough of him in Genie. So I'm
just saying.
Yeah, but as Poseidon, and then niggas were saying Snoop Dogg should play the fish.
Somebody said this is how racists think new Ariel's gonna be in.
Oh shit! Wow. This is something serious, my nigga. Wait, what that is? It's a hot comb ironer. Black mamas use these things to straighten their city girls.
Y'all gotta see the clip.
Watch me. They put it in their hair, pull it, yank it, don't care if they're tender-headed, and boom. A whole frontal lace front that people can't even afford to buy, not even after they get their income taxes.
Did you see the other one when they showed Did you see the other one when Ariel was singing the How did we? And she like
yeah.
I was like, oh, you gotta love Black Twitter. It's gonna be hilarious.
I really think that's how they imagine what it's gonna be, though. It's just gonna be nothing but Ebonics and.
Yeah, that's why they're scared. It's gonna be just like It's just gonna be just like the damn movie, just like the cartoon. I never was a fan of Little Mermaid, but
neither was I.
I never really cared for it. But that started off Disney's whole fucking. That was their final phase before the '90s phase 2.
Right.
When they went on that whole fucking run with Beauty and the Beast. Then it was Beauty and the Beast. Then it was Lion King. No, there was Pocahontas, then it was Lion King, then it was fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame, Hercules, and then in the middle of all that shit, you got in Toy Story and Bug's Life.
Yeah.
And Hunchback of Notre Dame and a whole bunch of other, they ran the 90s. God damn.
One movie a year at a time.
And quality shit too.
Oh, you enjoyed that? Here, come to Disney Channel. We got more that didn't make the cut. 5 days a week for your ass.
And then on top of that, you had fucking... Well, we might as well go back to Disney Channel. Old boy died.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Cameron Boyce.
There's Jared... What's his name? No, not Jared Lonely. Go on. My bad.
But of course, he... for those who may not be familiar with Disney, but they're familiar with
Adam
Grown
Sandler
Up.
movie Grown Up.
Grown Up 2, he was the middle son.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he died in his sleep at 20 years old.
Yeah, it was
a seizure.
Yeah.
Which they think it was epilepsy or something going on there.
Yeah, that was random. I knew his face. I was like, oh wow. And a lot of like younger people, when I was seeing it, they were kind of crushed by it because they grew up watching him because he was on Descendants. That was on the Disney Channel, which is, you heard about that show, Descendants?
I heard it.
Yeah, it's
not familiar with it.
It's, for the nutshell, it's pretty much the kids of the villains of all the Disney villains. They're like the kids and shit like that.
Cool concept.
And no, it was. I never watched it, but it was one of the most popular like movies on the Disney Channel.
It's cool concept.
Yeah, but they grew up with that and a few other shows. So you saw Zendaya coming out, Hilary Duff, all the Disney alumni came out, and a
lot of people didn't know he was black.
He was? Well, I guess I didn't know either.
Yeah, he's half black.
Well, shit.
Dad's black.
Well, yeah, I saw videos of him singing as John Legend. I was like, oh shit.
He was also breakdancing when he was younger too. He was like 9 years old, killing that shit.
He was black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, rest in peace to him.
Yeah, definitely rest in peace to him.
Yeah, that was quiet. That was wild. But back to Disney. These motherfuckers. Like, they're about to make billions with, like, dude, can you imagine the run they're on right now? First it was fucking Dumbo, which was trash. Then you had Captain Marvel that make billions. Then you had motherfucking Endgame. And then you had motherfucking Toy Story 4. And you had motherfucking Aladdin. And then you got Frozen 2 that's gonna come out soon. And then you got Star Wars coming out.
You already had Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Sony.
I thought it was...
Sony gets all... Sony and Marvel share it. Marvel doesn't get no money off that shit. It's only Sony.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, to an extent, they share it. But, yeah. But, I mean, I guess you could count them, but not really. That makes sense. But, yeah.
I mean, it's still part of the brand. Marvel...
Still part of
the brand. When you see Marvel, it's...
Yeah.
Even if they ain't getting their cut, I think Disney would... Even if they ain't gonna see the cut, they like, just know.
Just know. We're gonna get you soon. Yeah. You best play ball. Pretty soon.
Because they can talk about they ain't gonna be receiving the money, but as far as I know, to be on Disney Plus, you gotta cut Disney a check. Mm-hmm. So
either way, they're getting their money.
Disney gonna get their money.
They're getting their money off Parker.
Yeah.
They're getting them Peter Parker.
Give me what I want.
Fuck around with Peter Parker all you want, but you gonna have to see us on that back end.
Shit.
Yeah. All hell's gonna break loose whenever they decide to get Avatar 2.
If they ever get those movies made.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, it kind of shook a little bit over the weekend. Twice in Southern California. Did you feel it?
It wasn't up here.
My aunt, she was downtown. She works by the airport. She said she low-key felt it. I was kind of shocked about that. I was like, word, you felt it? Huh.
That's the first I heard anybody up here.
That's what I'm saying. My aunt said she felt it. But, yeah, there was two pretty... big earthquakes hit California, all the way pretty much in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, between Southern California region, all the way to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
that middle ground in between.
Yeah, it was like 6 point. It was 6 point. It was both big ass 6-pointers. 6.8,
6.5 or 6.8. The first one, and then all of a sudden the next one popped up. It was like what 7?
It was 6.8. It was a 6.8. It wasn't no 7. It was close. But yeah, it happened during the other one.
No, I got 7.1.
No. It went down. They took it down.
They downgraded.
They downgraded it. At first it was a 7, but it went down to 6.9, 6.8. But yeah, I was like, and they showed them right back in fucking the Vegas game. I thought, man, that's two earthquakes. Well, first one happened on the 4th, the other one happened on the 5th during the Summer League game with Zion when he busted his knee, and I was like, grand opening, grand closing. But but I was thinking that's an omen for something. I didn't think it was. I was like, it wasn't like an omen for California, San Andreas fault. God willing. I was thinking something else is coming, like pop culture wise or sports wise. And boy, God has a sense of humor.
Well, the thing of it was that before I get into that, Zion looked like he was on the J.C. No Hundreds meal plan.
He was out of shape.
That meal plan consists of nothing but extra sauce on everything. Like, remember, he's in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like it was nothing but gumbo and beignets
as soon as he got drafted
on the court.
They were saying flat out when he got drafted, he was doing nothing but promo. He never really had time to practice and do all that other shit. So it kind of made sense.
Yeah, he's going to have to get himself acclimated.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, was the sign there when he snatched Knox's soul with the ball.
Nigga just said,
give me what I want.
And then dunked his shit. Literally, I watched him when he did. He's like, nigga,
give me what I want.
And then just dunked it.
He snatched it. I was like, I don't need to see no more.
Man,
go get in shape.
That shit was packed for that one game. It was on ESPN primetime. It was packed. And then all of a sudden,
all the tickets were sold out. LeBron was there.
Everybody was there. Everybody was there. They wanted to see, the next big thing. It's kind of funny. LeBron was there looking at his replacement, if you really want to think about it. Something like that.
That's not his replacement.
Not his replacement, but when he was coming into the league and everybody wanted to watch him and shit like that.
Yeah, I get it from that standpoint.
You know what I mean? But it's a whole different thing, different animals.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like that. Then the earth shake.
The new toy for the NBA.
The new toy for the NBA, yeah. Then the earth shake, screens were shaking, and then niggas were scared.
They said, well, go the fuck home, because we ain't playing with this shit no more.
Yep.
Damn speaker kept swaying back and forth. They were like, it's all we need is for one nigga to dribble up the court and this thing's fly right down next to him.
On some Batman shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was it. But I felt there was something was impending, and I was like, no. I was like, no San Andreas fault shit. I'm thinking like something in the NBA is about to happen soon.
Well, we all knew what was going to happen because Kawhi Leonard hadn't made his decision.
Yeah, that's what was leading into that decision. That's what I'm trying to get into.
Yeah.
And then God has a sense of humor because I was on my way to the bar. I hear doo-doo-doo. I look at my phone, and then literally, I think Martine put it. He just put Clippers, and I'm like, what? And then I look, and it said, huh?
I didn't even know it until 3 minutes after it got announced. Because I was watching Netflix. So I was watching something completely different. Then my phone buzzed. Well, my phone buzzed the first time.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't want to talk to nobody. I knew it wasn't.
I don't want to talk to nobody.
I knew it wasn't the group chat because that shit's on silent.
Yeah.
Because y'all motherfuckers be buzzing me while I'm driving and shit. And all blah, 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 blah. I'm like, nah, fam. I'll check it when I check it.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't y'all. So I thought it was just motherfuckers like just comments and shit.
Oh, tweet.
Then when it went bzz, 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 and I was like, oh, all right, let's see what's popping. Clippers. I was like, all right, makes sense. I get it. Didn't want to be in Toronto. Didn't want to play with LeBron.
Long story short, Kawhi chose the Clippers.
Yeah. And it wasn't until the next popped up. Paul George going to the Clippers too. Hey, Paul George. Paul.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody,
What's the
stay
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Nigga that call himself Playoff P, but ain't hit a fucking shot meaningful in the goddamn playoffs. Paul. The nigga that told Russell Westbrook we got unfinished business and now ain't there to complete that business? Paul! The nigga that said Damian Lillard had took a bad shot? Paul!
Oh, shit.
Yeah, when that got announced, I was like, oh
shit!
Okay. And everybody, well, not everybody, but people that thought that I was going to be mad about it because he didn't choose the Lakers, then started flooding my phone, and I'm like,
you should have saw that coming. You should have saw it coming.
I don't understand though, because the week before I made it perfectly clear.
But I'm just saying, from stupid motherfucker logic, you were talking
like trolling logic. I
you know cool, why you just
cool like trolling logic, but that's not enough to text me.
Just
tag me. Don't fucking text me with that stupid shit.
Come on,
because I came out and I put.
Was the Warrior fans texting you?
Yeah.
Well, you should have expected that.
Even then, I put out into the universe, if we have $32 million to give to Kawhi versus if we gotta spend $32 million.
You did say that on your Facebook and Twitter and on here.
Yeah, I put it all over on so it could be so nobody could try to take it away. Everybody could see.
But you know, niggas are
I wasn't tripping.
You should know.
Yeah, they went and did it, and I'm like, fam, I'm not even upset. Like, that's actually pretty fucking impressive.
Pretty much, you had old boy's reaction from Jurassic Park when the Raptors just popped up in front of him. Clever girl. Clever clip. Because
that deal, Paul George got traded away for 4.
Not 1.
4.
Not 2. Not 3.
4 unprotected draft picks. Now, for those who aren't familiar with unprotected and protected, that means that there's no stipulations based on those draft picks. They just go straight outright to OKC.
Yeah.
Then there's a protected draft pick, which means there's a stipulation they get that pick. Then there's another year where they swap picks. So if OKC gets a better pick than the Clippers, or the Clippers get a better pick than OKC, they can just swap them and take their pick for that year. And they just change positions. And I'm looking at that. And then they also gave Shea Alexander, one of the rookies, and then Danilo Gallinari. Gallinari's a good player, too. He's a throwaway.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a good player.
Pretty much the Clippers are stacked now.
Yeah, but it was one of those ones where it was like, okay, stupid motherfuckers is going. I already knew where this was going to go.
You knew where it was going.
Stupid motherfuckers is going to be like, oh, but just 2 weeks ago you was clowning the Lakers for giving away all the draft picks, and it was like, well, fam, we also gave away 3 of the young core. These niggas gave away 1 young core and a nigga that's about to be on an expiring contract.
Yeah.
With picks that they're no longer going to worry about because they now have a team that is contending.
Yeah.
Which means that's going to be a late draft pick, and who the fuck gives a fuck about late draft picks?
Yeah. So at this point, it's kind of just like, pretty much what Kawhi just did. You thought he took out the Warriors. No, that was part of the plan. He just Donald snapped the whole NBA league, man. Everything is balanced. And now he's just sitting on his porch.
Yeah.
It's just, he got his ring.
Now, I had an inside scoop that I relayed off air with Busby and Martine. Mm-hmm. The inside scoop was actually right. I was able to get the pieces put together on what happened. Kawhi was thinking Lakers.
This was exclusive.
But what happened was that the Lakers weren't his first option. Neither were they his second option.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was that he is a player that doesn't want to team up with he doesn't want to make super teams.
Yeah.
His whole philosophy is, well, if I get a co-star, I'm good. We can handle the rest.
Yeah.
He's very Kobe-esque. He doesn't want a team. He doesn't want to
Jordan-esque.
And Jordan-esque. Yeah. He wants to go at you and may the best man win. What happened was that he realized with the Clippers it was going to be him and not a bad supporting cast, but again, it would have been him and a supporting cast.
Yeah.
He realized if he stayed in Toronto, it would have been the same thing because Toronto's strapped for money. They couldn't make moves.
And you saw what happened in Game 5, how there was a complete breakdown. They did win the series, but you saw how if
it was a power in numbers where if motherfuckers come back from injury, albeit they got hurt again. And
like you saw what happened with KD. Before KD went down, everything was just going. And if he was healthy, arguably they would have won the series.
Yeah,
arguably.
So to just make this as quick as possible. LeBron took a trip up to Toronto.
So, yeah, allegedly.
Publicly saying that he was going for the finals, but in reality, he was going to talk with Kawhi. They had dinner at some point. He recruited him. That was that. Kawhi then took that information into the meetings as leverage. Because then he went to Jerry West, Steve Ballmer, we can't even say owner in the NBA anymore. So the governor.
No, just call him the
governor of the NBA.
They call them governors now?
Yeah.
No owners. Call them owners.
So for those who don't know, they have gotten rid of the term owner because certain players, i.e. Draymond,
don't want to be called slaves.
Which didn't make sense to me because they weren't calling them slaves. You literally own the team.
Call them owners. Yeah. Shut up, Draymond. The owners. Call them owners.
But yeah, they're in public. You can't call them that anymore.
Owners.
So I was like, shit, just call him a fucking team CEO, whatever.
Yeah. Or an owner.
Yeah. But anyways, Kawhi took that information to the Clippers and let it be known. Look, I've been in talks with KD and Kyrie, but they've already made their minds up. They're going to the Nets. I've been in talks with Paul George. He's already letting the team know that he wants out of his deal.
Yeah.
If you get him here, I'll sign. But if you don't,
Lakers.
I don't know what to do with. I can't help you. He then had a meeting with the Lakers, postponed it for like an hour, then went to go talk to Paul George.
Yeah, that was such a chess move.
Went back to the Lakers, then had the meeting. And then, of course, when he flew out to Toronto, which ended up being like the fucking... Dude, looking for OJ
Toronto. We talk about Toronto. Toronto, he gave you guys a ring. You knew what was going on. They had... Literally, the whole city was out there pretty much... The whole country was on their knees, like, please don't leave us, please. You know the stories about Drake, even though it's fake. I'm just gonna say this is real because it's funny. You know the story is that Drake wanted to give him a percentage of OVO. He said, "Oh, that wasn't real. How would you believe that?" If you just look at Drake and everything that's been going on, and you see how he's been acting, I mean, really, do you ever put it past him? Can you just imagine that meeting? Like, hey, man, like you saw what you could do with this city, with this team. Like, we could do a lot of great things, man. If I could just give you a percentage of just OVO, man, we could just go beyond music and you could just go beyond the word. I could see him saying that.
He's sitting there looking at him. I'm quite looking at him. Just said, Boardman don't want that shit.
Boardman don't want that. What is OVO? What's that mean?
Wouldn't that be some shit if that was the last word spoken in that meeting was Boardman don't want that and he got up and just left?
Boardman don't want OVO. Boardman don't give a fuck about no Drake night. Word to KD. I never forget when KD said that shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about no damn Drake night. And just walked away disgusted. He said that. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Said that disgusted.
But yeah, so the plan for his was Kawhi was done with Toronto. Mm-hmm. He wasn't going back. But there was an offer on the table for him to potentially stay because he knew it was going to be a long shot, which was if Masai Ujiri trades away Siakam Pascom, who of course is great. You saw what he's capable of doing. Trade him to OKC, they would actually retain not only Paul George but Russell Westbrook. But in doing that, their finances would have been
fucked.
They just would have been locked up for 4 years. There's no wiggle room to do anything.
Yeah.
You have to sign all your supporting cast is literally playing for like 1 year bare minimums.
Damn.
In a country where the taxes are like 49%. So it's just it wasn't gonna fly. Mistah was like, you know what, you gave me a title, I appreciate it, but I'm good.
I'm gone. Bye.
So up until 3 hours before that shit got announced, it was looking like Lakers. It was just the deal got put into play.
Some money in the bank shit.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. It was money in the bank.
They cashed in, and they just, damn, I could just imagine the meeting when they were calling him, telling him, we did it. Don't go. Okay, boy, man coming. Boy, man coming. Boy, why do we talk like he's like a dumbass? He doesn't even talk like that, but in our narrative.
So he's in San Diego. He's updating the new Kawhi OS.
The Clipper edition.
Yeah, Clipper edition. As far as Paul George goes, apparently he did talk with Russell Westbrook, contrary to what people thought, that he just went to the management and was like, I want out. But he did talk to Westbrook. He posted a thank you, thanked them. Yeah. Westbrook commented saying it's love still. But if I'm Russell Westbrook, I'm pissed.
Oh, I'll be on.
But before I get to Russell Westbrook, this is how bad the Clippers wanted him.
They wanted Westbrook?
No, how bad they wanted Paul George. Okay. I want to paint a picture for you.
All right.
Doc Rivers is the head coach, right?
Oh, I know where this is going.
In the span of months, literally in the span of months, he traded away his son.
Yeah.
Traded him away to make room for this type of big movement in the summertime. Then he okayed the trade for the same man who cheated on his daughter and got his current girlfriend or fiance. Not only did he get her pregnant, but remember, this was the one that he also offered the $1 million for the abortion.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your shaft? There's powerful niggardry at work,
That's wild.
I don't think many people want to win more than Doc Rivers.
Oh, yeah. He wants to win. He needs to win.
That is a nigga who, if you say winning or $11,000 and some chocolate, that nigga says, fuck that. Give me the wins. I want the wins.
And speaking, if we stay on Westbrook for a minute, I sent this in the group chat, but KD has some weird people around him. Either he's on his burner account or his people are weird. So I saw this on Twitter, and his brand ambassador and good friend Randy Williams took to Instagram because Bleacher Report posted they posted like the 4 pictures of like the OKC, the original members. Like you see it went from 3 to 2 to 1.
Yeah.
You know, you see Kevin Durant disappeared, then and then Harden disappeared, and Baca disappeared. Now it's and then Paul George disappeared. Now it's just 1, right? And the caption said "Last Man Standing." I was like, all right. And then his boy Randy Williams goes on and he acts Bleacher Report and he says, and I quote, "No one wants to play with Russ. Everyone blames everyone. Everyone blames everyone except him. When it comes to the Thunder losing, people have bad basketball mixed up with loyalty. Russ is all about Russ. He's more worried about stats versus playing winning basketball. Everyone can say what they want, but owners and GMs in the NBA know that the real about Russell and his style of play. So fans can say what they want, but moving forward to the future, OKC will have to trade Russ, and he'll have to become a better player / teammate. He can keep that intensity and competitiveness, but reality set in. No one wants to play with him."
That's slander.
Shit.
That's slander if I ever heard it.
Yeah, that was his boy. Like, wow. I think KD wrote that shit.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
In the middle of changing his number, because he's going to be rocking number 7 when he gets back.
Yeah, he said he wants to go a whole different chapter, and he wants to be number 7 whenever he comes back next year. Or not next year, but...
In some strange way, it made sense, because, remember, not necessarily the square root, but if you divide 35 by 5 or something, you get 7. So he could be in like the 5th chapter of his career, you know, some
shit.
Yeah,
I ain't suck at math, but yeah. And then what he did to Stephen A. Smith,
or you could market him and Kyrie at 7-Eleven.
Hey,
yeah,
Oh, what he did to Stephen A. Smith last week, that was fucking funny. Because he goes and tells us, I guess Stephen A. Smith told a story about what his sources told him about what happened before KD left for the Warriors. And according to his sources, KD had dinner with Russell Westbrook, and he told Westbrook to his face that he wasn't leaving. And then when the deal went in place, he texted him and said that he was leaving. And then, yeah, he said it on the air, and then I guess
KD laying from his recovery bed.
reached for his phone, text that nigga, saying pretty much saying stop what's he say? Stop putting my name in your mouth or some shit like that.
That's basically what he
Put
said.
some respect on my name.
Yeah.
And then Stephen A. Smith backtracked and apologized. He was like, hey, that's what the people told me.
No, he didn't backtrack.
Oh, he did?
He said, to be fair, if that's what he's saying, that's what he's saying. He said, but I'll tell you this. I've heard that story from multiple people, so if you saying it didn't happen, that means a lot of these people was lying. So
it happened.
So he said, but to be fair, that's what he's saying, and we haven't had him on the show or on, whatever. So, I'm just going to, he said, I'm going to leave it at that.
So it happened. That's pretty much what it comes. Damn, KD, that is some snake shit. Now I know what you were talking about. Damn. And then how he left the Warriors too, just said deuces. They didn't even.
That was understandable.
It was understandable. They didn't even thank the niggas. It's funny because the Warriors put thank yous up to like everybody else that left the team and all that. They just left a little note for KD. They didn't even put his picture up or nothing.
Now they starting to go off the wall with it. Now they're retiring everybody's jerseys. And I'm you gotta wait till they retire.
Yeah, why you gonna fuck?
Why announce it now?
I can understand KD. I can understand that one. You could just wait a minute for that. But you're gonna say you're gonna retire Iguodala's jersey?
I can definitely understand that.
Iguodala?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was with them for what, 6-7 years? So
true.
All 5 of the years, he has one of the Finals MVPs.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I understand that.
I just say just sitting on it. Don't say you're gonna retire it now. Just sit on it. And KD's just sit on.
There's no problems. Already having it in your mind, we're gonna retire these 5 guys' jerseys.
Period.
Whenever it is, but.
Don't announce it.
This is what happens when you got an organization that ain't used to this type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, They didn't have to come out and publicly say we're going to retire Run TMC because nobody was looking at Run TMC like that back in the day.
Yeah.
Like, you could just do it. Now, the eyes are shifting from it. It's like, but wait. We're going to retire the numbers. It's like, fam, nobody gives a fuck.
No one cares.
Yeah.
But there's perfect balance now.
Can we talk about sources?
Yeah.
How anybody, the majority of people don't have good sources.
Your source got mad at his source
until he got the story and he realized, okay, you were right. It was just this shit came out of left field and at the last minute.
But still, sources because around this time period, everyone in their motherfucking mama said Kawhi to the Lakers is literally legit.
Yeah.
Every fucking body. There was Twitter accounts that were made from Reddit saying, oh, this guy's been spot on with this, da-da-da-da. Everybody has been waiting.
Not only that, but remember when towards the end last week, I was looking for the same tweet that I read where I was like, oh, they're saying the Clippers are out now.
Yeah.
I went back and looked at it. The fucking profile's deleted. So
There's powerful niggardry at work.
That Reddit one deleted.
Gone,
Yeah.
Oh boy, still has, I think the one Indian dude, the one that
Ari Abraham?
Yeah, he's still like double timing and he literally has a huge platform now, so he's taking advantage of that just off some bullshit. Hey, make your money. You're making up some bullshit.
Yeah, there was a few people where I was like, unfollow. And it wasn't necessarily I was following for the Lakers shit because they had been right about other stuff.
Yeah.
Non-Lakers involved earlier like a few weeks ago. But it was just how they responded to it, where it was like, no, I had it, but and it was like, no, you didn't have it because there was a bigger picture. And not only it was okay to just be like, yeah, I thought and I was wrong. It was literally they were saying, no, this is fact. I talked to and it's done. They're just trying to blow smoke and blow steam. And it's like, no, that's not what happened. There was a Godfather move that got played here.
Yeah. Niggas were mad when Kawhi fucked up money. That's what he did. He fucked up the money. That's what he did. Because it was almost all this money was going into him becoming the fucking Infinity Gauntlet with fucking LeBron and them. And he was just like, Boardman said, no.
Well,
but I'm just saying
it's not necessarily the money. He's still going to make around the same amount just being in LA. It was about being in LA in general.
Yeah.
It wasn't with the money when it came to the Lakers. It was
pride. Not pride. But
it was that, and it was, the majority of the people that got pissed off aren't Lakers fans. They're
LeBron fans.
Yeah.
LeBron sexuals.
Motherfuckers talking about, Kawhi turned down a chance to get 4 titles, and
it's gonna be
LeBron could have
hard.
passed MJ, and now it's gonna be hard. And I'm like, what? What the fuck? Turn this shit off.
You should have knew this is what was gonna come with LeBron. His family, like Drake fans, they're all Laker fans and Bron sexuals are combining. I followed somebody that was literally said flat out. What up, Bansky? If you ever listen to this, he said flat out that when he left the Cavs, he's going like, I'm just a LeBron fan, so I'm a Laker fan now.
Yeah, they're out there. A bunch.
I mean, he trolls a lot. Shout out to him. He trolls. But
Again, I wasn't even mad. I was looking at it and I was like, oh, so we got to... All right, it's an open field now. I don't give a fuck about parity. I feel like there should really only be 4 teams that realistically can get it done. But the fact that you got about a good concrete 7 teams in the West, a good concrete 3 to 4 in the East... Like it's a wide open fucking race.
It's wide the fuck open now.
Like it's to the point where I'm like, yo, when it hits that mid-October line, don't ask me about no fucking movies. Don't ask me about no fucking albums. Don't ask me about no fucking TV shows. Because Sunday and Monday, and sometimes Thursday, will be dedicated to football.
Yeah.
But every other fucking day of the week, there's going to be, if not a Lakers game, there's going to be one key game that you're going to have to possibly watch on League Pass. Because that's going to have that's going to play a role down the line.
All-Star weekend going to be. What's All-Star going to be next year?
I think Chicago.
That's random.
It's going to be cold as shit. But it's a good thing for the hoes because hoes never get cold.
Hoes never get cold. Hey.
Yeah.
Damn.
So there's that.
There's that.
But if there's ever time to get League Pass, I mean, if KD and Clay were playing, I would stress. I'd be like, fam, you got to get it.
You got to get it now.
You got to get it. You still got about a year where you can kind of get away with watching the national TV games.
Yeah, I mean the Warriors got D'Angelo Russell. I think Warriors are gonna be okay, just okay.
Like I said, I have them at being like they'll be pushing for that 7th, 8th seed.
Yeah.
So
the Lakers though, he got stacked up too.
Yeah, I mean, look. Kawhi fell through, and then immediately
they went to Plan B.
Now I'll be quite upfront with you. I got scared with the second signing. Danny Green got 2 years, $30 million, so that's $15 a year. Mm-hmm. On one hand, it might be a little high, but considering hit the market for that type of player, which is a 3-and-D. For those who don't know, it's a good 3-point shooter percentage-wise, and a player known for defense. Mm-hmm. For that type of market, what he was going for, cool, you secured him. Because he could have went to fucking Dallas or some other team in the West, we would have had a fucking problem. So, do what you got him. When that motherfucker went off and said, KCP is coming back.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your share? There's powerful niggery
you
at
had
work.
flashbacks. You thought,
I got scared.
Oh,
I got scared because I thought, oh my God, they're panicking. They're just reaching for anybody. That son of a bitch, man.
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard is a free. Oh my God, no.
Oh my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody's.
Yeah. So then I freaked out. Then I saw JaVale got brought back, so I was like, okay,
Boogie.
We're in the clear. And then that's when I looked to the sky and I said, please, Jesus, Jerome Christ. For those who didn't hear me, I said, please, Jesus, Jerome Christ. Please just bring Boogie. I don't care if he's out of shape right now and he's coming off we'll figure it out in training camp. Just get him here. And
in other words,
give me what I want.
Yeah. And the next day I'm reading it. Okay, Cook from the Warriors.
He came
all right,
over.
Cool. That's fine. I like that.
That's a solid pickup.
And then I got the ring. DeMarcus Cousins. 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers. All right.
Yeah, I told you. I think they learned their lesson from the whole Dwight Howard drama. I told you.
Again, you would think, but desperation causes you to do some stupid shit. So I did not know if they were in Plan B or in desperation mode.
Can you imagine if that would have happened? You would have.
That would have been to me the Boogie coming over was the best signing. in not getting Kawhi. In terms of our locker room. Like, it saved our shit.
Yeah.
It kept me being a fan this year.
Yeah, because LeBron, he wouldn't, oh man. Because you know how non-confrontational, he does that little passive-aggressive shit. He would have did some other shit like, I ain't playing with that nigga. And he would have did some shit like, oh, you know, low management and went A&R fucking Jay-Z's album or some shit like that.
Yeah. Something.
He would have kept himself out of it. Because I ain't going to play with that nigga. And Dwight Howard would have did some petty shit. Well, I ain't going to play either. And it would have been just madness. And you would have lost your mind.
Yeah. But I was good with that. They brought Rondo back. So for basketball heads, of course, Rondo, AD, and Boogie all played with each other in New Orleans. So there's that connection. Today we just got Avery Bradley, who is a quality. He's just undersized, but he's a quality shooter and defensive guy.
You guys low-key got a squad in a way.
Yeah, I mean, again, you got AD and LeBron, who are considered, if not top 5, 2 of the top 7. Mm-hmm. So you can't go wrong there.
Yeah.
You now have a squad where it, on paper, it looks like you're going from names from the past. Mm-hmm. But again, Boogie was hurt, and he was just coming back from the injury.
Yeah.
And he was trying to work his way in. So now I have faith that a full offseason where he can get back in shape and know that he has a position in the rotation versus, you know, it's one thing to be injured for that long fuck of a time and it's fucking with your mind like, okay, I can't come back till then. And when I am cleared, I have to go through like a month of practice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I think he kind of got close with the Warriors out here too. Like Warrior fans and the team and the fans and shit. Man, you know.
That should have changed when he dunks on Draymond this year.
Oh, yeah. You know he will. That's 6 hours.
That's going to change.
An hour and a half flight to LA. And you're going to be like, I love it here for 1 year.
But again, I feel like we're the number 1 team in the West right now? No.
Maybe number 5.
No, I would say we're in top 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah. We'd have the best duo. Clippers are stacked from
top to bottom.
The Nuggets have the best chemistry because they basically brought everybody back. And they did a trade with OKC today where they got their power forward, Grant.
The Warriors?
So all they had to do was just add him. The Warriors are on the downhill. We're not even talking about the Warriors.
Yeah.
Then there's the 4th team, which is the Jazz. Jazz got very fucking good. And where they have, so we have duo, they have the Clippers have top to bottom team. Nuggets got chemistry. Jazz have spacing, which is important for how they play because they got one big that's in the paint, everybody else is spaced out, and they all can shoot.
2K gonna be wild to play this year.
Yeah.
Especially if and you tell me you can turn the injuries off so KD and Clay could play, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well shit, 2K gonna be wild.
Yeah, as long as you have a contract in the NBA, you're playable in the game.
Okay.
That doesn't mean anything.
I'm just making sure. Yeah. You know how accurate them fucking games are with those updates.
No, there's a mode where those updates only take place when you play in like franchise modes if you want to have the injuries exist.
Okay.
If you want to do like quick run plays, they're there.
Okay.
They don't mean they're injured.
Man.
You still got the Rockets, even though they're on the lower end. They're still
kind of
in
just
the mix.
teetering right now.
Right. Portland's always still going to be in the mix. So it's damn near every night. And then,
open.
And then you got Dallas, the Queens, and every other team that's fighting for those bottom positions. Like, it's literally going to be a dogfight in the West every single night.
And the Warriors is just like in the middle, pretty much. Yeah. Damn. Ooh, man, that's good.
It's parity.
Yeah, but then you got
what everybody wanted.
Then you got the Knicks, just there.
Yeah. Now Westbrook is one of the teams he did put. Obviously, they're going to talk about the trade. Yeah, trade talks.
By the time we're talking right now, who knows? The news story could just break before we get off the air.
Right. But he has interest in Miami. Miami has interest in him.
So he might be over there. By the time we get off here, he'll be over there.
Yeah,
maybe.
In Milwaukee signed Giannis's brother.
What's his name? I can't even pronounce it.
Thanasis.
What kind of name? Okay.
Well, they're Greek.
Oh.
They were born and raised in Greece.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So now they have 2 sets of brothers. So they got the Antetokounmpo brothers, because this is Giannis' older brother.
Oh, okay.
And then they got the Lopez twins, who of course played at Stanford.
And then you have 2 brothers that both Gasols that got championship rings.
Yep.
Damn. Yeah. I love the NBA. Anyway, suddenly, besides Fat Boy Slim, Fat Boy Zion, and that game, how was? Have you been catching up with it or just bleh?
It's been bleh. Because the thing of it is, there's no reason to watch the Lakers shit because it's like, well, none of these guys is on the team. Like, our one rookie who is actually going to make the roster, he's coming off an injury, so he ain't playing. No. So I'm like, literally watching everybody, I'm like, okay, none of this has implication for our team, so... Okay, bye.
It's like the preseason. That's what that shit is. It's like pre. Like, only thing that would have made it exciting if Zion kept playing, but Zion busted his knee, so it's like, well, shit.
Yeah, and at that point, it's like playing Summer League ain't.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, take him out, get him back in shape, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
RJ Barrett, they said is like 7 for 33 the 2 games, but I'm like, okay, whatever. That you can't take that. That shooting percentage ain't going with him to start the season, so whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of other guys are starting off slow too, and then people who claim they had sources for free agency are now trying to leave that in the dust. Now they're bagging on these kids who are just getting their feet wet.
They're literally
saying they're busts and this and that, and I'm like, all right, dude, you want to set yourself up for this again? All right, cool.
It's just summer league. They're getting adjusted to this. Is like light, like
same type of cats that was once upon a time said that DeMarcus Cousins, by the time he was going to be in his 5th year, was likely going to be in a jail cell instead of playing in the NBA,
and then he was in the fucking finals.
Yeah. So, I guess if you want to make your name off that way, by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, you go do that.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you know who went and did that? The fucking USA women's soccer team. America. Fuck yeah.
Fuck equal pay.
That too.
Fuck equal pay. Them women should be making 3 times the amount that the men is waiting for their disgusting fucking performances for the longest time.
Dude, I remember why I told y'all a few weeks ago when they were whooping fucking Thailand's ass 13-0. And I'm like, do y'all watching this shit? You're like, no. I'm like, dude, they're whooping their ass. And I was hearing a lot of reports about them. And then, oh girl, what's her name again?
Megan Rapinoe.
And she was doing some fucking photo shoot, and they asked her, oh, so if y'all win, y'all gonna go to the White House? And she just didn't even bust a sweat. Just looked at that. I ain't going to no fucking White House.
No.
Like, I ain't going to no fucking White House, and we ain't getting invited anyway. Fuck out of here.
The president is openly bashing the community that she's a part of, which is LGBTQ plus.
Yeah.
Plus. She was in the Body magazine last year with her wife, who was also on the team. So they were the first couple to do that.
That's couple goals.
I mean, if they're bashing your community,
why am I gonna go?
She's also one of the first athletes outside of the NFL that knelt in support with Kaepernick way back when. So she's been a part of the fight for justice.
And then what made it funnier is that whole ass fucking went on Twitter, and when he mentioned her, he said that you shouldn't say anything until you actually win. So don't talk until you win.
Oh boy, she said, you know what she said? Bet, homie.
And then made the winning goal.
Yeah, I think she scored a goal in every damn game. Every individual award that could be won, she got.
She was like super MVP.
Then when she got the award and she put it up on Instagram, her caption was lyrics from Hustle and Motivate by Nipsey Hussle. And she tagged him and wrote Marathon Continues. So it wasn't just, trying to appropriate and take lyrics and make... No, she's been down for a while. The allyist of the allies.
Yeah. She was down for us.
Yeah.
So 2020, who she ain't voting for.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was wild. I was like, damn. And all I said was, America! Fuck yeah! That's the only time I say it. And then during like the Redeem, we talked about it on the phone the other night. Like every time I watch the Redeem team play and I see them niggas dunk the ball, I just say, America! Dwayne Wade dunks the ball, America! LeBron. Oh man, those were funny ass games to watch. I'll never forget that time. I'm gonna tell the people this. I was watching the Olympics and they was showing. I think they went against Mexico or Puerto Rico or whatever, and they were talking about this young kid who was 18 years old, and they go, "Oh, this guy's a standout. He's good. He's doing real good." And he was bouncing the ball, trying to take it up the lane. Dwayne Wade was like guarding him, and he was like, "Yeah, we have a lot of potential with him." And then all of a sudden, as soon as they said that, Dwayne Wade stole the ball and ran down the court and dunked it on his ass. Yep. I was like, well, there's that.
That summarizes that up. That was the year that Kobe decided he was so pissed off with what happened in the finals loss against the Celtics that he grew out a goatee and said, fuck this shit, somebody gotta pay.
Someone gotta die.
Yeah. He saw that Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, and LeBron were on the team, and he said, you little niggas, come on, let's go. and all them motherfuckers was doing 5 a.m. workouts and shit.
I'm mad. I'm mad. I didn't get a ring. I gotta get this stupid ass gold medal.
As Busby said, there was one play for him, there was one play for me, where the ball was going out of bounds. Dwayne Wade dove for that shit, threw the ball inbound sideways, and it ended up becoming an alley-oop for Kobe, and he dunked the shit. And that's when I realized, all right, like, what else?
What else? They were the redeemed team. Man, that was funny.
What else? I can't wait. What is it? We're in 19. I think next year they play.
Well, who's gonna? Damn. I remember Kevin Durant making damn near half court shots.
And Zion.
Shit.
I ain't never seen that.
That's gonna be his high school highlights all over again.
And Zion dunking over a Spaniard, jumping over him.
They're gonna be doing them Space Jam dunks. Shit, what do you do? It's like, well, shit. Wow, damn, Zion in the. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you saying how Kobe was pissed off because he had to play. He was like, I didn't get a fucking ring, but I gotta get a fucking gold medal.
Yeah. You four niggas, let's go.
You. Come on. Just get this shit over with. America.
Shout out to the USA women's soccer team, of course. Shouts out to Coco Gauff, 15 years old, had a hell of a run at Wimbledon until she was eliminated. I think she made the Elite Eight or the Final Four?
Yeah, she beat Venus.
She was whooping ass.
She was whooping ass. So pretty much she knows she gonna be back.
Yeah.
Everyone always gets mad when Serena loses and shit like that. And I'm going like, dude, you know how many fucking championships she has? Shit.
I mean, remember, she did what she did when she was pregnant.
That too.
That's an award in itself.
An award in itself, man.
15-year-old young, I believe she's biracial, multi.
She was black as fuck.
She is black.
Yeah.
So the marathon continues.
And she couldn't go to that fucking festival then.
Yeah. The marathon continues.
Yeah, the marathon continues for her.
And I would imagine that Serena's giving her some good game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shouts out to Coco.
Shout out to her.
To finish up, Iowa police, they designed a sneaker. The Blue Lives Matter 5s.
I saw
that's not what they're called, but that's
what they look like.
That's what they look like. The All Lives Matter 12s.
The Kill a Nigga sneaks.
Yeah.
The Kill a Nigga 8s.
The You Want to Go to Jail Now 12s. What else is there?
Yeah, the Eric. Yeah, oh my God.
The You Can't Barbecue Here 7s.
To turn that music down.
Speaking of that, did you hear about the cat from YouTube?
YouTube?
The one that works at YouTube or Google out
here? Yeah, I saw that video. Got
another one.
And he was from out here in Berkeley. Yeah.
Hallway Harry, or Doorway Danny, whatever you want to call him.
Danny, anyway. He was calling on some dude that wasn't in his house?
No, it was an apartment complex, and he said he was waiting for a friend who has a disability. Mm-hmm. So he was just waiting for the lady to come down. He said he didn't believe him.
And then what made it worse is that his son was telling, like the white boy's son was telling him, "Daddy, don't do this. It's not worth it."
He knew what was going on.
Yeah, he's like, "Daddy, don't do it." And he just did it anyway. And even though it's illegal to fucking call 911 for black people, and I don't understand white folks that do this. It's like they have to, when you see the camera phone come out and they're filming you, and you're on your phone, something in your brain should just be like, uh-oh, I'm about to go viral.
You would think, but it's the
white privilege,
the superiority mindset.
Like I'm better than you.
Yeah, I can overcome that. And they just can't snap out of it.
They can't. It's just like they really feel that they're right until they go and work the next day and be like, they just get your link on YouTube, boy. Cracker. Like they just turn the laptop. No, they put up on the big screen because he works at YouTube.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Fuck is this?
Fuck is this, Chris?
Fuck is this, Chris?" I'm like, "Bill. Yeah. Bill. Chris. Why'd you do it? Why? You know what they're gonna do? Like I just don't understand it. Like you're gonna go viral. They'll tell you.
What would have made it even more funnier?
What?
Is if the guy actually ended up being a coder at the same company.
That would have been worse.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been funny.
Come to find out he was working on the floor below him. That would have been some shit.
Yeah, well, he's going to probably lose his job because they already found everything. They found his Facebook. I don't know how they find him. Black Twitter, they'll just They're wild. Did they put like they put the facial recognition on there or something? Like, how did they find him that quick?
Somebody brought up a good point though. They said if you think this man is a threat, why are you standing around with your child around him?
On your phone.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to get away and then...
And he kept telling you, I'm not doing nothing. And it was in a public area too. And
the waiting area.
And his son kept telling you, Daddy, this is wrong. We shouldn't do this. Let's go away. And he's like, shh, be quiet, son. I got this. Yeah, you got this all right.
Yeah, you got it, yeah.
Yeah, you little racist fuck.
Yeah. Hopefully they give him these
nuts.
I'm gonna get you threes in a
I'm
separate
gonna
package.
get you threes. I'm gonna get you sucker twos.
Another rest in peace. You will remember. You don't know the name, but you'll definitely remember when I describe him. Jared Lorenzen. Remember the big quarterback at Kentucky from way back when, the white boy that looked like he should have been a lineman.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, he passed away.
Oh wow.
38 years old. I think he passed away in his sleep too.
Isn't that this? I'm thinking of the same guy from Gremlin.
Nah, but remember that one random league where they had the big overweight guy playing quarterback in like the neon colors? Yeah, that was him.
Wow.
So Jared Lorenzen, he basically holds every single quarterbacking record I think up to this time at Kentucky. Oh, and a lot of people don't realize that he was on the Giants' first championship team in 2007.
Wow.
So he went out with a Super Bowl ring.
Shit, can you imagine trying to take him down? Trying to sack him?
I've seen it. It was not easy.
Well, yeah.
The man was 300 pounds playing quarterback.
Yeah, to take the whole team to take him down. The whole fucking defensive people.
Yeah.
It's to dogpile him. And then he was still standing up to throw the fucking 30-yard pass.
Yeah. Definitely rest in peace to him.
Last Chance U comes back in a few weeks. Like the new season. Chud, I like JB. I liked him. Well, I will never work with him. I would never work with him.
Let's make that clear.
Motherfucker. Emphasis on motherfucker. The most dysfunctional team I have ever watched on television. Last Chance U. What were they? The Lincoln Eagles or some shit? I know they were Lincoln.
Were they in Kansas? I don't know.
They were in Kansas.
Memorial Independence?
They were Lincoln, but I know they were Lincoln something. Whatever the case. He ain't coaching no more. I know you better look for a fucking lawyer. He's facing, 8 felonies?
Isn't it for scamming?
And being called a race. And then he was threatening people, too. He was threatening people and all types of shit. Yeah, no, look it up. I know he did some stupid shit. But yeah, man. Jason Brown, that was his name. Old boy from Last Chance U. Was just come back on Netflix.
8 felonies for trying to silence newspapers.
Yeah. He's from Compton.
Fam.
Oh, yeah.
That's some nigga shit.
Powerful nigga.
That's some. He grew up in Compton, man. He's from the hood.
Fam, I gotta read this.
Yeah.
Jason Brown, the former Independence Community College football coach, is facing 8 felony accounts for allegedly stealing the identity of a lawyer in an attempt to silence local newspapers.
That's some gangster shit.
Brown, who gained notoriety for being featured on Netflix documentary series Last Chance U, is charged with 4 counts of blackmail, 4 counts of identity theft, all felonies, as well as 2 counts of criminal false communication, which are both misdemeanors.
Wow.
The Montgomery County Attorney's Office filed charges on Friday.
Well, Last Chance U in the next 2 weeks, so watch that shit and see what leads into why he got kicked off. I can't wait to the after show.
Let me repeat this. Is facing 8 felony counts for allegedly stealing the identity of a lawyer in an attempt to silence local newspapers.
He's from Compton. You remember that. That's
scammer. He's scamming.
No, he knew he got himself into some shit, and he was just like, shit. So let me make up some shit, and hopefully I don't get caught doing it. And he got caught doing it.
You know what his bail is, man.
What?
11,000 and some chocolate.
11,000 and some chocolate. 48 acres in the mirror, 11,000 and some chocolate. Damn, man.
Damn. I wonder who season 4 is going to be.
Man, you remember season 3?
It can't get more. I say it can't get more dysfunctional than that.
What was it? Episode 4? When I called you, episode 8, when all fuckery went loose.
I called you and I said 3. I was
3,
like,
yes.
I was like, just wait till you get to 3, and then
it was 4. Episode 4. That's what it was. And I was like, because episode 3, I was stressed. Episode 4.
That's right. You were stressed about 3, and I was like, oh, just wait till 4.
And I think I said the same shit to everyone else. Everyone else was stressed about 3. Oh, wait till 4.
Yeah.
And it was I will never forget. I never got that stressed over a football team that I don't relate to. Only time I get stressed was when I watched my Niners play when we were really good. This shit, it was like coaches fighting, players cussing the refs out.
Yeah.
All this shit was going on. Coaches fighting the players and shit, and they still won the game.
Yeah.
And then after that, he was like, winning makes everything good. And it ends. And I was like, what the fuck?
The end.
The end. That should have won a fucking Emmy. To this day, I said it should have won a Golden Globe or an Emmy or something.
Winning cures everything, and then it gives you the 5-second ticker to the next episode.
Yeah. I had to stop. I had to pause. Like, what the fuck? What kind of... And I saw the teaser trailer for it, and it showed him fighting with someone else.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I won't go into too much details with this, but there were fights at Disneyland and the Cubs and White Sox game. For those who want to see it,
go down your timeline.
It was both the caucasity as well as the niggardry. I'll let you guess on which took place where.
Powerful niggardry at work here.
Yes, that's on video. Chick-fil-A. If there was ever any confirmation on the kind of training that Chick-fil-A gives their employees, we got it with the report that a Chick-fil-A employee jumped through the drive-thru window to get into the passenger's car because he was choking on food. And he resuscitated him right then there on the scene.
That's just called being a decent human being.
That lets you know what goes on in that Chick-fil-A training.
I
don't think anybody could just work at Chick-fil-A. I think it's some shit that you got to be a Marine to even have a chance to be working at Chick-fil-A.
They must hire the most decent of all people at these spots.
Can you imagine doing a NFL style combine to work at Chick-fil-A?
I can imagine
running through the damn drive-thru.
That's for In-N-Out. You see how the motherfuckers work at In-N-Out, man. They just, I don't know. I be seeing them long ass fucking like for the drive-thrus and shit like that. And I be seeing them in the back just still just for the drive-thrus. And then the people in the fucking store, I don't know how they do it. It's magic.
Yeah.
They make you earn that fucking money.
Yep.
Everyone always fucking shits on In-N-Out. I'm like, dude, people don't even go here be shitting on it.
Niggas don't know.
Niggas don't know about the animal style, man. Niggas idiots. Word OG Macko.
Yeah. T.I. is going to be starring in a film about the Flint water crisis.
I don't know why they do a movie on it.
I was about to say, congratulations to him for landing the role. However, we all know how it's going to end because they're making this movie before the resolution has been found. So,
I mean, and you know T.I. is going to be using big ass words throughout the whole shit.
Yeah. So you're either it's going to end leaving you pissed off, or it's going to end giving you that bullshit ass, but we have hope, and we keep fighting for more.
It's going to be a combination of both.
Yeah.
Pissed off for hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
And last but not least, it appears that Ashanti and Michael Blackson are dating.
Where did you see this? On Instagram?
Everywhere.
That's random. It's all about personality, people. Just make a girl laugh and you
make her laugh, half the panties is already off.
Yeah, make her laugh. That's all you need.
Yeah.
All you need. Make her laugh and you will be in them draws.
Shouts out to the dark skinned brothers, man.
Hey, like me.
Yeah. and
you motherfucker, you.
And the kind of brothers that society would deem as, because I don't know what the fuck a good looking nigga looks like. That's not my style. It's not my style.
I like females.
Yeah, but shouts out to the ones who society, because I know society calls this man an ugly ass nigga. But shouts out to
he can't get jiggy with this.
Yeah, but shouts out to this man because
he's fucking Ashanti.
We've talked about how Ashanti has ascended into the auntie body.
That's oh man, she is thick as fuck right now.
Yeah,
thick.
Yeah.
Thick.
Now again, nothing has been fully confirmed. However, they have been at multiple events with each other, and in every photo, she is laughing.
And that's all that matters. Laughing and yep.
Tell you, man, all y'all niggas, y'all be worried about being at the gym with your pickup lines, which drive.
All you gotta do is just make them laugh. Just make them laugh.
Just make them laugh and make them a playlist.
That's all that matters. That is really...
You can make them a laugh and have them vibe to some good music.
Have a good conversation. See, sometimes the friend zone is the right zone to be in. I mean, depending on how you look at it. And then because they always confine to you, so
yeah,
just play your position.
And you know how it goes. When the ones that get cheated on, that's the first one that they
call you. But you gotta play it right though,
because you get the opportunity to get that revenge head. That revenge head just hit different. There's something different about that revenge head.
You gotta play your position right though.
Yeah,
shit,
can't just jump.
Nope.
You can't go get revenge head. The revenge head has to find you.
Exactly. You gotta let it just happen.
Yeah,
the mouth has to just guide to your cock. Anyway, this is episode 141 of the Logical Sense podcast. You can always follow me on the Twitter. At Mr. Busby 4 lowercase 08. You can follow the podcast on Twitter at iLLogical SP. You can follow us on Instagram at The Illogical Sense, and of course on the Facebook.
Of course, you can hit me on all social media, JC No Hats. The free agency hype is just about done, so I ain't talking to you niggas no more. Swear to God, I was so happy to just converse with people until I realized the same kind of, well, I'm not going to put them in quotes because they are Lakers fans. I've already told you there's a dumbass community of them.
Yeah, I'm so sad you had to find that out the hard way.
No, I didn't have to. I told you.
You knew about it, but when you had to unfollow people because of it, when you were telling me that.
Cats begging people actually begging players, tagging them, begging them, please come to Lakers, and niggas just laughing saying no. I had to follow that nigga. Unfollow him. And then other cats who was like, who swore up and down that Kawhi was going to be there and that it was going to be a wrap, all of a sudden talk bad about this man and his uncle and the whole family. Like, I'm good. I'm back in my shell.
They acted like he was the piece. You guys got LeBron. You thought he was going to... You have LeBron James. I thought LeBron was the answer. Now Kawhi's the answer. What if he wasn't the answer? I don't know what the answer is. It's just
I know who the answer is. The answer is Allen Iverson. But do you know what the answer is?
What?
$11,000 and some chocolate, nigga. That's where I'm out to get. That's the mission.
When I woke up this morning, the Fresh Prince episode was on. What episode I'm talking about? The infamous episode. You think I want this? It just happened. The way he did it. You think I want this? It just happened. That's what you like for fans.
Phil, you win. You're the better man.
You think I want this? It just happened. That's up there with fucking Isley Brothers. Look at me. I did this to you. That's what Kawhi did. Boardman did this to you.
Yeah.
Slap the damn Terminator. Anyway, we are out. Bye, Martine.
Peace.